Hello, Shabby Geekers. Welcome to Season 3, Episode 3 with these two beauties. Look, I can't make my mind up which one's prettier. I can't make my mind up. We've got the lovely Steph and we've got the lovely Delvian. Hello. When was the last time you heard this? It's your theme song.
I can't hear it.
Can you not? Oh, no.
Oh, is it the Jooby Doo?
See, he knows it. He knows it.
I know my theme song. Yeah.
Does it happen to you, Steph? You know, every time you walk into a room, Steph, do you hear this? Do you, Steph? Can you hear that, Dels?
I can't hear it. No.
I'm only joking, Steph. How are you both? Are you all right?
Good. How are you doing?
Yeah, not too bad.
Do you like the kung fu fighting? I was going to call you Claire then, Steph. Do you like the kung fu fighting?
Yeah, it's all right.
That was great. When I got sent those videos, right, of you dancing.
Oh.
And I got sent it.
I was awesome, you know, and then I see it and I'm literally like sidestep dad dancing, like, oh.
Well, let's give it a shot.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Those kids were fast as lightning.
There we go.
I loved it. I loved it. I tell you, the best thing was I didn't tell Scott and Daz we were going to do it, and they were both on. Do you know what I mean? And you know what I mean? And so when they came on and said, "We'll do it," did you see Scott's face? Oh, all right.
Yeah.
Come on, Scott, dance. Remember, Dels, every time I said you, what we doing? Are we singing? Are we dancing? Are we doing this? If we're not, I'm not coming on. I'm like, no, Dad, no, we're not doing it, girls. And then you get on opera. So you both got theme songs. I haven't got a theme song. When I walk into a room, all you hear is this. You know what I mean? It's not really the same type of thing. Let's have a look who's here. Well, thank you for coming on doing top 5 tonight. This is awesome. Oh my God, the place is absolutely packed. 40 people here already. Oh, right. Go on.
I was quite happy by the AI picture as well because it actually looked like me.
Yeah.
Connor, man. Bloody Connor. I said Connor makes the ZSR pictures. You know, he does them for ZSR.
Yeah, they're brilliant.
And I turned around to him and said, "Oh, is there any chance you can do something for top 5?" And he sent me one, and I thought, "Oh, now he's hired." So every week, someone gets done like that. So, hey, Gerard, nice to see you. I'm in a really good mood with you. You know, when you meet people, just put a smile on your face. Do you know what I mean? You're just like you're in a good mood. Do you know what I mean? Put your feet up, watch TV, and you're like, no problem at all. You two give me that vibe. I love it.
Oh.
G-Force. Hello, Shabby, Stelvian. Stelvian, there's an what's Stelvian? You can tell I'm trying to do it without my glasses because I look like a plum in them. Do you know what I mean? So I've got a big screen and obviously it's not working at all, is it? Let's be honest.
Don't do a
Stelvian.
I was Sandown.
Delvain.
Delvain. Oh, that was brilliant though, that wasn't it?
That was
brilliant. You know
I know,
what I mean?
I did punish you for that one.
I remember you just wrote in the chat, what did he just say? That was it, like what?
Yeah, but then a few weeks later we met up at the bunker. So I instructed him not to use it again.
Joe Fest next month, Steph. Joe Fest next month, says Andy Lemire. Have you got your outfit all picked out for playing? And you got outfit picked out for day? Have you?
I have actually, yes.
How English is she, Andy? How English is she? That's brilliant. You know what I mean? Are you going to get those pictures? You remember that old Frank Skinner thing he used to say when you see like a place where you've been? And you go up and go, we were just over there. That's where we were. Georgia, though, it's going to be art, Steph. It's going to be art.
Oh,
so you see, I know you come to America. I know you go to Florida a lot, but you've never come in the summer.
Never. It's always sort of springtime or November time. So I'm dreading it. I'm just going to have a big afro the entire time I'm there. There's just no point in doing my hair. I just hats.
Oh. Can you imagine if we got you on a video with that afro, the sort of music I'd pick for that? That'd be awesome, Del. You know what I mean?
Disco, definitely disco.
I'd go for something funkadelic, something like that. Hello, Cat Lady Jojo. Cat Lady Jojo's joined us. The lovely Mr. Redmond is here. Imagine Shabby forgets to hit the go live button and they say I'm not as dumb as that plum that I do ZSR with. Can't believe that's the third time he's done that. Third time.
Oh no.
He gets the episode wrong after 7 years. He writes a live stream wrong, and then me, him and Matt are talking away, answering everybody's questions, asking about Bunker, asking about everything. And Matt goes, "You haven't pressed live again." And he went, oh.
Oh my gosh.
So really, we've got an extra set of sound of about an hour and a half that no one's ever seen. Do you know what I mean? So, hello, Kieran Bull. He says, hello, Gerard, G-Force, Andy Lemire, Jojo, and Jonathan. Wow, loads of people. Hello, Catherine. Nice to see you. I wonder what colour his hair will be this week. It's fine. Look, it's gone back to normal. They are. So.
Hey, Silver Fox is back.
She wouldn't change it for me either. Oh, I was mortified. But like I said, the only reason I told everybody, because I know once you lot got a glimpse of that, I'd be battered. Do you know what I mean? So I thought I'll get in there first. And obviously, it didn't help. Do you see some of the pictures they made? Me and an old lady's hair. Me as Mrs. Slocum. Me and an old lady's hairstylist. Bloody all sorts.
I was surprised that they didn't do Admiral Holdo, actually, from the sequel trilogy.
That's a good point.
Oh, why do you have to? Oh, now you said that. Brilliant. I'm going to have that all week. Do you know what I mean?
Connor.
Hello, Hops. Hoppy. Nice to see you, Hoppy Hops. Pod Racing Palps is here. Wow, it's absolutely packed in here. Hello, Zoe. Nice to see you. Good old Zoe. Talking about Zoe. I had something here. That's right. So, obviously, she has a lovely theme song. But I know a couple of people that went to the Thistledew.
Yes, we did.
So, first of all, how did you get in?
We had to show ID first.
Right.
And the bouncer had to check it out and sort of gave us a bit of a dodgy look. And I said, yeah, all right, go in, there's space.
And you go, you could come in. Not sure about him. Do you know what I mean?
Not sure about him.
Anyway, why? I collect Star Wars. Oh, go on then, get in. Do you know what I mean? So there you are at Thistledew. Oh, the lovely Thompsons are right there. Everyone's having a nice time. Were you in awe?
Oh, Martin especially was just so giddy. He had the biggest smile on his face. Look at him. But yeah, it was awesome to be there. It was, you know, when you see something on TV and you're like, I'm in the set. I'm here.
Something on TV, Dells. The Thistledew. Oh no, that's the best thing. Oh, it's a shame our Si wasn't here, because our Si said about the Thistledew about 2 years ago, let's make it famous. I went, what? He goes, let's make it famous. Let's make it, and we did. We did.
Yeah, it's like, I'm on the TV set.
I know. Well, there's you with the plonk having a nice bottle of champagne there. Only the best of the Thistledew.
Only best.
Got him to work. Look at him behind that bar, Delvin. Look at his smile on his face. Just brilliant. Look at it. Gee. Would you go again?
Oh, yeah. It was fantastic. It's a great little space for partying. Yeah, definitely.
Can that? Brilliant pictures. Brilliant. Thank you, Martin, for sending these, by the way. Look at that. Look at him leaning away. Look at him. Got that technique down. Got that technique down. Bless him.
Yeah, we had a lesson in leaning from Des.
Oh, brilliant. Look at it.
There was one photo where you were all leaning on the bar at one point, I think. Yeah. Well, no, it's another one, I think.
When you're around him.
So what made you go there?
Well, they only live sort of like an hour and a bit from us, and we were like, it's mad that we just haven't just generally met up. So we just put a date in the diary and off we went.
Guys, you can't say anything wrong about this family. They're the most loveliest family in the world. I absolutely adore the team. Absolutely adore them. Yeah,
they're kind people, so lovely. They're just so funny as well. It's you're gonna have a good time with them. It's brilliant. Yeah.
Did you have anything with tomato sauce on it while you were there?
No, I neither did Des, actually.
I bet he did. I bet he went to Andrew, put it away. I'm not sharing this with any of you. What's this? This is like the people that have been to the Thistledew, right?
Yes. Yeah. So anyone who visits, Zoe takes a picture and puts their picture on the wall. So Martin was very, very proud to be on the wall.
Look at his face. Absolutely brilliant. So there you are. You went to Thistledew. My word. It's all right for some, Andy. Do you know what I mean? I don't get invited to the Thistledew. You know?
I've never been.
Hello, Stu.
Exclusive.
Too exclusive for me and you. Can you imagine if we went, right, we got our khakis on, and our paisley tie, remember, like the 90s, and we had our white shirt on and stuff. And
we get barred.
You know, pretend you're 18 them nights. And we got there, and Zoe went, no. I'd be gutted. I'd be like, oh wow.
You're
And then
not on
especially
the
when you saw
list.
Martin and Steph walk past, go in, you'd be like, what? What's going on? How come, you know? Hello, Stu.
Stepping over you on the pavement.
Spitting at me as you walk past. You know what I mean? So this is where the cool ones hang out. Good evening, everyone. Must be watching a different stream. Pals is here. Are you, Pals? Everyone's saying hello. Hello, Rob. Hello, Rob. Good evening to all you lovely, good people. Hi, Rob. Nice to see you. I've just had a galaxy ripple explode all over me. Yeah.
That metaphor.
Remember your life, Shabby. Remember your life. Remember your life. Have you? Oh, my head just went. I thought,
It's sort of like, dial it back.
Oh, George is here. George Aitkins here. I'm rocking these 3 screens at the minute. Laptop has Uniwork, iPad has the Gooners, and you guys are on the TV. On the TV, like on the telly, like the Thistle do on the telly set.
Wow.
Oh, we're TV stars.
There's a celebrity right there, Mrs. T. I am Mrs. T. Wow, this has got crazy. This Martin's here. Hello, evening, everybody. He says, I'm just going to get down here, then we'll start. You know what it's like. I mean, hit that like button. Cheers, Kieran. That's nice of you, pal. Here you go. I'm not brave, Kieran. Just made of Teflon. Just made of Teflon. Me too, Rob. Work laptop. Could all these lads with all these different like NASA in their house, Andy? Do you know what I mean?
Well, it's like the Batcave.
Let me ask you a question. Are you both going to see The Mandalorian this weekend?
Yes.
Yes.
You've got no choice. You have to go. Let's be honest. You know what I mean? Look at you making out. Oh, I might do, I might not. Like you've got a choice.
Yeah.
You know?
Martin was like, do you want to come? I was like, I better, because otherwise I'm not going to know what you're talking about. And Martin's hoping that the walking guys would have seen it so that they can talk about it on the walk.
That's a good idea. Well, yeah. All right.
Yes.
What about you, Andy? Are you looking forward to it?
I am looking forward to it. I think it is going to be good to see Star Wars back in the cinema again and not just sort of like be on TV.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be like some of the other stuff we've seen recently, like Andor or Maul. I think it's going to be more family sort of like oriented, but that's fine. That's fine. Do you know what? It's like pizza. Even when it's bad, it's still pretty good. It's Star Wars.
That's the way I look at it. I mean, we were talking about it on ZSR, and I am.
I just hope it's a good story. That's all I want.
Oh, do you know what? It's just going to be action and it's going to be spectacle for like 2 hours. And do you know what? I'm happy with that. So
That's the way I work it. Listen, I'm going to go. I think my wife's turned around and said, no, she ain't going. No, she's got no interest in it. So me and G-Force are going, which is like my wife anyway, to be honest. Do you know what I mean? It's not much different.
Your
So,
Star Wars wife.
Yeah, my Star Wars wife. So I'm going to go. I hope it's good. I hope I come out going, yeah, it was all right. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Keith
I think
Knight's here,
it's-
right? Keith, go on.
I think it's going to be more like the original trilogy in tone than it is more modern Star Wars, sort of like TV and shows like that, which have been quite serious. So
That would be
I
good,
think it's
yeah.
going to be more adventure based.
Well, they've said that over here. Apparently, a few
Yeah.
people have come over and said it's definitely for kids. Good in a way. Do you know what I mean? That's when they all were, really. Let's be honest. Do you know what I
Yeah.
mean? So let's have a look. Travel to Jason. Look at the beautiful Steph and that Hampton guy called Hampton guy. I'm thinking he means Hampton guy called Delvian. What about me?
Aw.
Charming.
Thanks, Jason.
You're blind or something, mate. You know what I mean? I'm gorgeous. What's the matter with you? Anyway, Carla said she would say hi, but she's doing her cross stitch. Okay. Okay. Hi.
Hi, Carla.
Hi, Carla. Brilliant. Shabby Steamworkers is the same that was using just for men adverts. You know what? I don't know why I bothered to tell you the truth. Hi, Claire. Hello, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie's here too. Hi, Mum. Nice to see you. Shelvian, is that their neighbours in couple? There you are.
Oh, Kieran, we
Gonna
can
be all
always
over
rely
papers
on
tomorrow.
Oh, brilliant, brilliant. Des Carla says hello. Turn out I'm her PA now. Oh, all these
should be.
wives getting famous. Yeah, I agree. Oh, talking about wives. So we're going to do cheesy pop songs on ZSR on Friday. But what I was thinking was the next one that we do, how about another ladies' night, Steph? Because how fun are ladies' nights? They're brilliant.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely.
And I was-
That'd be awesome.
So I was thinking of doing a ladies' night, right? But doing it all chick songs from Shania Twain, Taylor Swift, and all that sort of stuff. Would you be interested if I set that up? Because I'm going to ask Kat and Leslie, and you know what I mean, Helen and all that.
I would be
Joel.
interested, but I will get zero. I'm terrible at. I know the songs, I just don't know names or whatever. But I'm happy to take part. I'm just be happy to be there.
Right. Right, I think we should do that then. Do you know what I mean? Right. Shabby, what you accept with him on ZSR? What? Good idea, Andy. Can I get on that photo now? Brilliant. Hey, gorgeous Steph, delightful Delvian, and stupendous Shabby. Stupendous Shabby.
Oh, there you go.
I know what I'd say, do you? And barred from Chat GPT for 24 hours.
We won't.
Can only imagine.
Connor, you can always use Gemini. It's harder to get barred. Gemini? I don't even know what that is. Hello, Georgie. Hello, lovelies in the chat watching on the big telly. Want big telly, Andy? I hope you've had a wash. You know, we want big telly, you know.
Shit.
The Thistledew has a secret password to get in. Shabby, don't tell everyone, but it's ketchup. That makes sense, to tell you the truth. Piling the hold on and move on Shabby would be a step too far, Delvian. We're not monsters.
Yes, you
They
are.
are, Delvian. We're not monsters. He says while he's looking up Holdo pictures. He's sending them to Connor. It's a great time at the Thistledew with Martin and Steph. It was a great time, Andy. It was a great night. Would you go again?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. What did you do then?
Yeah.
What did you draft some tweet? Did you talk about stuff? Did you talk about holiday outfits?
We talked about wedding things because Zoe's married
she
too.
is.
So we're talking stag do's and hen do's and shenanigans like that.
Awesome. Did you just walk in and say you don't need to see our identification? Oh, you see what he did there, Andy?
You know who we are.
Yeah, exactly. Let's have a look. Best day of my life. I mean, second best day.
Close. Nearly.
Oh, saved himself there, did he, Del? He went, could be worse. Could have called his wife a lesbian like some people. Do you know what I mean?
I know. God. I mean,
That was the best
what
ever.
sort of person would do that?
Do you know the funniest thing about that whole thing is the way he talks about his wife. He always talks about her like she's the best thing on earth. And I love being married 23 years. I love that. Do you know what I mean? And when he wrote that, you forget the day you got the sale bars. That was his first best day. Steph got barred for dancing on the bar like she was in Coyote Ugly movie. Is that true?
It is true. I'm not allowed back.
I'm not allowed back. Right, let's get Bounty. God, everyone's here. Oh, how big you must. You'll meet him in 5 weeks, Steph. You'll meet him.
Yeah.
He wants an arm wrestle with everybody, apparently. I think you can take him, Steph.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
No messing. I saw the popcorn box for the Mando movie. It's an atta. Yeah, I saw that, and I also saw the price. So I'll just watch Geek Strong's video. It might be a lot cheaper. Do you know what I mean?
I saw the Masters Universe one though, the Castle Grayskull. But that actually looks quite good. It's like a little container for M&Ms, and sort of like one of the towers is a drink, sort of like that.
Yeah, I like the sword. It's the drinks things. It's the sword in it. So I might just pick that up. Do you know what I mean? So, but I'm hoping to see it in Paris on Tuesday. You had to get that in, did he? Did you notice? I see it in Paris. What the fuck?
In Paris.
Not sure where in Boulogne or Dunkirk. There is a Cinema Plus show. They show it in English. Well, go and have an adventure. We'll only go and see Star Wars over there. Sacre bleu!
Jason, you're either in my hometown now or you will be tomorrow.
Where's what? Dover?
Yeah, so I think he must be going on the ferry to go over.
I was trying to. When you said that, I was going. Does he live in France?
I can see France.
do you look out your window and go?
I close the window and go, oh, it smells of garlic.
And I'm Shabby worse than Jen at times. Shabby, you look like a young Roy Chubby Brown and you sound like a too. Thanks, George. I appreciate that, George.
Wow.
Sorry, Shabby. It's a beautiful Smurf called Shabby. Bastards. Bastards. Do you know what I mean? I am going Thursday to see Mando. Believe it or not, I am not purchasing any popcorn buckets from that first movie. I will get the AT-AT if it was the Empire version.
Oh,
Fair enough.
okay.
Well, yeah. There you are. We've got 2 for Ladies' Night. There you go.
Okay.
Another one for it. Mr. B says, hello, Shabby, Stephanie, and Delvian. Hello.
Hello.
If I dress up as She-Hulk, can I join in Ladies' Night? What do you reckon?
Yes.
Yes.
Make it happen. Make it happen.
You know what? I might just message him after this and say, you can do it as long as you wear a dress. I'll say that to him. And a wig.
And
He
the
probably
black
would, though.
wig.
He probably would. Do you know what I mean? He'll just be
yeah,
right
he
back
would.
saying it's just like a normal Friday shabs. Well, yeah, I suppose so. But, you
He's
know.
probably going into the closet, picking out the outfit already.
Martin and Steph are always welcome at ours. All the Thistle do.
Oh,
There you are. That's not nice
Thank
of him.
you.
He's never said that to me.
Yeah. Thanks,
Right, this
Des.
one. Yeah. Should we go to bingo that night, Andy? Where did you two go? Con Club. Had a great time. You know what I mean? Oh, let's have a walk. Guess you have the power of. Guess you have the power. So G-Fuss, he does. He does have the power. Hope everyone has had a great weekend. What did you? So you went to the teas. What did you do over the weekend, Andy? Did you go to Sandown?
I did not go to Sandown because, believe it or not, even though it's closer to me, it's more of an arse to get to than the NEC is. So, something's just fell down. Don't know what.
Got you.
So it's actually a little bit of a nightmare to get there. So, and not only that, it's not normally stuff that I like there. So I was going to go because I thought sort of like some of the others were going, but they turned out they went off to the teas this weekend.
Yeah,
so
sure you real friends are that. I wouldn't do that to you.
Yeah.
I'd come round and I'd hold your hand and everything. Do you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
even Stu didn't go this weekend as well.
No.
So yeah.
Well, I'll lend you that t-shirt that says "I hate Steph and Stu." I'll lend it you. Do you know what I mean? So next time
So
you
I'll
do
have a
that to you.
t-shirt with "Sad Man" written on the back.
I've got plenty of them. I've got a tattoo of that. Unfortunately, I don't own a dress. How about a thong? Yeah, fair enough. I mean, all right.
No, retract.
Go on then. Go on. Because it's you. Go on then. You know, I've seen the pictures. Looking forward to getting fish and chips in Dover on Wednesday. Not sure where yet. What? Try a fish and chip shop.
Yeah, there's quite a few.
Good evening, VTR Dave. Good old VTR's here. Delvin, you're an honourable member of the Thistle Do. You just don't pay for drinks either. Don't pay for drinks. Yeah, don't tell me, Delvian, that.
It's that shot of ketchup. Actually, it's not.
Yeah, that's what he means by drinks. They are. I'm a Thousand Island. VTR's here. I have VTR. Let me ask you a question. You're both collectors. You both have stuff. But is it right? So I never bring this up or whatever. But I collect caps. I must have about 70 caps. Do you know what I mean? And it's not something that I've ever done a stream on. Or, oh, yeah, look at this cap and whatever. So my question is this: do you two collect stuff that you've not shared with anybody, or is it something that you pick up that? And it's not that you don't want to share it with people. You thought, oh, no one's going to be interested, or you keep to yourself.
Plants,
do you?
Yeah, there's loads. I've got loads and loads of plants in the garden and pots and things like that, and I just can't stop. So I'll always find room for some more plants. So
that's a good one, though.
That's exactly what I was looking for. Something like that, because I know Reynolds. He collects sneakers. He's got trainers. Sorry, he's got loads of trainers. You know what I mean? And the story that went behind it was when he was a kid, he always loved them, but couldn't have, and then when he got his job, and he's got a beautiful collection of trainers, but he doesn't make videos on them. Do you see what I mean? What about you, Steph?
Pandora charms. I have quite a lot of Pandora things, yeah. Just things that, because there's so many of them, you can't get them all. So
that's
just
what
things
Claire
that
does.
mean
Pandora
something.
charms. Yeah, little things like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But with your Pandora charms and your plants, do you look at them and they go through your mind the same way as you do with your toys and your Lego and your stuff? So in other words, it's always like, oh, I'll pick up this, I'll go there.
Sometimes, yeah. Like they do special limited edition ones in the Disney parks. So I always go over to the shop and see what they've got over there. So
Yeah.
kind of, yeah.
The plants, though, I have to sort of water, I have to prune them, I have to look after them. Whereas with figures, I just have to let out dust every so often.
We just did all our lawn and gardening. We've done like a proper DIY job this week, but one thing I didn't do is these water plants. My wife, she won't let me go anywhere near him, to tell you the truth. To be fair, Zoe has a sound saying, proudly serving whatever you brought.
I like that.
Brilliant. Yeah. George says he's got a minefield in his garden.
Oh. Watch out for that.
Steph collects dog beds. True story. Well, you didn't tell us that then. Why are you keeping that quiet?
Oh, he always says that. I'm always looking for the perfect bed, and then they choose the sofa or the floor instead. So.
I know the feeling.
Cats are the same.
So my wife goes out and gets like the 20th couch in a week or whatever that we've had, right? And then she'll pick and she'll know it's the colour and this and that and so forth. And then she'll throw throws all over it for the dogs. I'm like, it don't really matter what colour it is. Don't really matter, does it?
Yeah.
Power tools. G-Force has got power tools. That's what he collects. Delvian should present the Chelsea Flower Show. Have you ever been to one of them?
Yes.
Well, so what is it about plants?
I love the way that sort of like plant. They just grow, and sort of like some of them produce flowers, some of them don't. But actually, it's okay. I know you might
thought about it, Andy Steph. They just grow. Well,
They just grow.
But they grow in lots of different ways, and sort of
Yeah.
like actually it depends on where the sun is, and you actually have to learn something about them. So if you like, for example, I love salvias, and if you cut them back too hard, they don't grow back the next year. They're a little bit like lavender.
Right.
And you have to make sure you cut them back in the spring after the last frosts. Otherwise, they can get damaged and they can get infection.
Really?
I know this. And actually, do you know honey is a good thing if you're doing cuttings or if you're cutting stuff off? You can rub some honey over a plant and it stops infection from getting into plants. I know there's all sorts of things like this, which it
that would be
makes me learn stuff. Which
Have you done it
I
for
quite
years?
like.
Have you been into it for years?
Yes, and I've self-taught mostly. So
Somebody else does too. Look, I have quite an extensive plant collection in my attic.
and a big electricity bill.
Always looks like the sunbed's on. David's like, he's on that sunbed again. Fridge magnets, nice, Mrs. T, nice. Is that when you're in the? Or is that for when you're in the doghouse, Martin? Is that true?
Yes.
I will say to you, Lady Stephanie, that you did a good job on Stews. I watched your childhood memories.
thank you.
You were great.
did.
You were dead interested on it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh, thank you. I was really worried that people wouldn't care.
Why?
Because it's girly old.
Mate, you could
toys.
show a bin bag and people would watch you, mate. You'd show a bin bag. Do you know what I mean? No, I found your stuff interesting. It was funny. I was wondering whoever else watched it in the chat was when he couldn't find those two dogs at the top, right? And
I know.
we were at home going, "It's there, you plum. It's there to the left, to the right." Do you know what I mean?
What I loved about
Look at the dog in the bath. What dog? What bath? What? It's centre.
Who are you, Steph? Do you know what I mean?
but I loved in one of those photos there was a cat in a litter tray as well, and it's just what is this?
Delvian messaged me just going, was that a litter tray? Was that truly a litter tray? Yes. Authentic.
I need to message it. That's brilliant. Des T, off cuts of wood. I have a massive collection of wood. Dear. Your wife's watching. You do know that, Des, right? Your wife's there. Do you know what I mean? So we know that Des has got a big collection of wood. She wants him to be comfy, Kieran, right? Pins I collect as well, and I think I probably have shown them. Pins are good. I thought with you being Disney people, you go all out for pins.
No, because again, we did think about it, but there's just too many. So again, we have got a few pins of ones that we like. I've got some Jessica ones actually on my desk right now.
Right.
I've got some vintage ones. When we got married, I got the Mr. and Mrs. pin. You know, just things like we always get pins of like the hotels we've stayed in, the rides, our favorite rides. So just things again that are meaningful to us, we'll get a pin for.
Yeah.
I got a pin for Des at NEC.
Did you?
Yeah, it was a ketchup bottle and it said ketchup on everything. I saw it and I was just like, I have to get that for Des.
They probably never sold one in 10 years. And then you went, oh, I know. VTR says he's tried to collecting plants, but they die before the collection becomes too big. So now I have a single bonsai tree here he has, which I've almost killed twice. Can you imagine VTR with these little snippers?
It's doing better than me. I've killed every single bonsai tree I've ever owned.
Wow, how can you kill a bonsai tree?
Oh, yeah.
That would be quite sad,
easily.
though, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Yeah. So, but indoor plants I'm not so great at. Outdoor plants are much better.
You have a lot of friends here, Andy, and a lot of people like to give you advice. One of the nicest advice people want to give you is this: a new channel, Gardening with DELVIAN.
Hey.
No. But thanks for asking.
Charming, Des. Charming. Do you know what I mean? You know. Zoe says, I have so many stickers, although I do use a lot in my journals. Oh, they are. Evening all. I Pete. I actually collect Star Wars comforters, beddings.
I'm not shocked.
It blew him away with that. Ooh, a duvet. Steph, you are interesting and toys are toys. That's what Jace is saying. You don't care what you show us, Steph. Do you know what I mean? We collect cats. Brilliant cat, brilliant.
They collect you.
I used to have a vegetable garden, a lot of work, got some good yields for a few years. Good yields? What's that? Is that garden talk?
Yeah, it's just the amount that you
Harvest.
produce. Although, to be honest, sometimes it's sort of like tomatoes, it's cheaper to go out and buy them. To be honest, the amount of
we've got a
water.
tomato thing on our deck. Jen set up a tomato. She'll go our own tomatoes. You know what I mean? I won't eat them.
I tried.
They taste nicer. But...
Yeah. I would even watch a show about Spectrum games if Steph presented it. I wouldn't. I wouldn't. No chance. No chance.
No, I think we found the line.
Jesse said this out a couple of weeks ago. I'm going to play Spectrum games, me and Matt. What the France, man? And then it didn't work and he kicked off. Brilliant. Do you know what I mean? No, Steph, no pins collection. I am surprised with that, Jason. That's what I thought. I thought every time you go to Disney, you'd pick up a pin or something. I use Cold War. I used to collect Cold War whatever. Put your glasses on, Shams. Soviet and East German Army caps and insignia. Still have them all, but in storage. Funny, isn't it? Funny, isn't it? What people collect. Yeah. Here we go. I used to collect pressed pennies. Never shown them. Oh, I know what you mean. When you put a penny in and it stretches it out and all that sort of stuff. Yeah, you put
over Disney.
See?
Yeah.
Things you learn at Shabby's, Dells. Do you know what I mean? Next time look at her, she collects pennies. How do you know
people
that?
Forget what all these are, you could almost sort of like, this is the hobby, try and match it up to the person.
Yeah.
Great idea. What a great idea. Yeah, but I'd say dildos and you couldn't think of anybody. We'd all have them, do you know?
Who would that go to?
And that only took all of us. That only took us about 30 minutes. Well done.
Well done. Funny Connor never mentions his collection of bodies. That is true, G-Force. I agree with that. I have lots of, what's that word? Peonies. Peonies in my garden, Georgie. All different colours. Peonies. Right, okay. I thought that was a dog.
Lovely. No.
I'm trying to think what dog that might be. I think of ponies, but that's not a dog.
But it's interesting though, because I always thought, when you look around your room and something, and I want to come up with something for top 5 every week, and I was just thinking, I was going in to get a hat, and obviously I thought, I wonder if people collect other than. I suppose it is. I suppose when you collect, it's like, because it's not just. I mean, we aim for one thing, but there's always things on the side that we collect, isn't it? Like plants or You know what I mean? Things like so.
I think we've got collecting type personalities. We can't help but collect
yeah,
things.
we have.
Yeah.
You know what? I completely agree with that, pal. I do. You know, you're exactly right. now we're going to have a good hard look at ourselves.
No.
No. Biker Scout Sammy with the Hard Rock Cafe pins. So he used to collect Hard Rock Cafe pins. I have a large collection of Hard Rock Cafe pins. Wow. Biker Scout, he says, we all collect dust. That's a good thing. Yeah, we do collect that. You know what I mean?
We all create dust as well.
Yeah.
Travels with Jason says if you go to the London Transport Museum, you get a press penny there. They are. Georgie's writing it down now. I'm so glad autocorrect didn't change your comment, Cap. Hi, Shabby. Did you ever find the latest New Hope hand? No, not found it yet at all. No. I'll keep looking. Before toys, I can't find it. Nightmare.
Really?
Yeah. Mr. B helped me
out.
out. He got me the hand. I mean, he got me the Luke and he got me the Lay, but I've always looked for that hand. I can't find it. Anywhere. I'll find it.
Would they have it at Joe Fest?
Probably. They'll probably have it at Joe Fest. But I like doing it when I go to, I don't know whether you two can do this. When I go to, I like to look for different things I don't collect. Black Series, I'll pick up a Black Series if it's like I think the last one I picked up at Joe Fest was that Arc Trooper. Remember the clone that was black and yellow and all that sort of stuff? It was a clone trooper because I couldn't find it anywhere. But really, I don't like collecting that sort of, stuff I always collect there because I can just get it off Amazon or the toy shops or something else. Mostly, I look for vintage stuff. It's Visionaries I'm going to look for at Joe Fest this year. I'm going to look for them. I've put it off for years, but I fancy doing it now. So, before I collected automobile bicycle Coke sounds, which are still on the garage wall. Yeah, they are. Seen them all in there. Beautiful VTR. My gran had a huge collection of matchbooks from different restaurants or hotels. That's cool. That's
my gran
cool.
used to do that as well.
Yeah.
But she always used to collect sugar packets from cafe.
Yeah.
Her handbag was this big.
She's an interesting woman.
She walked like that, handbag full
Pretty much.
Oh, cheers, Mr. B. Well, let me know how much I owe you. Let me know, definitely. Well, that's really nice of you, pal. Is it a vintage collection or Black Sea? I don't do vintage collection. Like some people, I should mention. But I'm not going to sit here and slag off vintage collection like other people do.
I was going to say something nice about Black Series tonight.
Why? What's changed?
I'm not going to now.
Do you know what I mean? What's changed? I love the way you talk about Black Series. You hate it, don't you? And I was like, oh, what did he just say?
I don't. I think
so good job you're pretty. Do you know what I say? Good job you're pretty boy. Because we don't like
whatever.
it.
I actually have quite a lot of Black Series. So it's burnt and hanging for
He's suddenly brilliant. I need a zombie death trooper. Right, I'll have a look for one of them for you. All grands stole sugar and sweetness. They did, didn't they? My grandma used to own a pub, and when the griddle bar when we inside were kids. And do you remember the holders for cheese and stuff? There were little swords that were translucent. Do you remember them? Like cocktail sticks.
Yeah.
Me and Si had loads of them off, before our Star Wars figures and so. Because he made great lightsabers, didn't he? But anyway, we're down to the bottom of the chat. Brilliant. That only took half an hour. That's great. No, mate, no. We'll talk later, Mr. B, but that's really nice of you, man. I've only got a Wampa, the Shadow Trooper Twin Pack, and a Biker Scout and Biking Black Series. That's if he carries on. They're bloody gone so pricey, haven't they? Look at that. Do you need the zombie trooper? No, I don't need the zombie trooper. No, I know that, my friend. My nan used to steal ashtrays. Everyone's talking about toys, cat, right? Lazy cat Jojo.
Our extreme things.
My nan's a thief.
Things our grandparents stole. It's a bit niche.
My mum used to take the extra sugar, yeah. It was like cocktail stirs with great Star Wars effects. They sure were. But anyway, we're here to have a look at your top 5. How did you come across your top 5 tonight before we get to your honourable mention?
It was actually quite easy. I couldn't believe how many new things I'd gotten since the last time. So, actually, they're like all newer things that genuinely are would be in my top of the collection. So yeah.
Well, that's why I changed it from top 5 to any top 5, because no one's got a top 5 in the collection. No one.
No.
I could have you on this week, and next week have you both on. And like what you just said, you go out and buy other stuff, and you know what I mean. So it's just any top 5. What about you, Andy? How did you come up with your top 5?
Complete opposite. It was really, really difficult because I just kind of thought, how do I pin this down? So I had to give myself a set of rules by how I picked it. So, and I will explain what the rules are later. The rules that I've decided for myself in my head.
Talking to you. No, you can't show that. Oh, yeah. Like, no, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Well, let's get to it. So first of all, we'll have a look at your honourable mentions. Steph, you're there. What is your honourable mention, Stephanie? You building a diorama, Steph? Oh, awesome.
Yeah, it's the portrait that Sai did of me, which it's just so eye-catching in the room. Everyone who comes up here just instantly their eye goes to it. My dad was in here last week and he'd not seen my collection room before. And
did he go, what the hell are you doing? What's that husband of yours done?
A little bit. It's like, what's Martin done to you?
I knew you should have married that other fella. Exactly.
So yeah, and he just couldn't stop looking at it, and he said, "Oh, who did that?" I said, "Oh, our friend Sai did it." And he said, "God, he's got some real talent." So
yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things about our Sai's work, you could. The way I've always looked at it, because I was never an artist like our Sai was, but it was the passion he had because the amount of detail he put into his work. It wasn't just a picture and that's it. Everything was, flawless and yeah, that's an awesome picture. Did you get that framed? Did you get it framed like that?
Yes. Yeah.
That's lovely. Frame looks, that's a really nice one. Yeah.
Yeah, and you can see it as you come up the stairs with the door open. It's on this wall here next to me, so you can see it. So we see it every day. So that's my honourable mention.
Yeah, that's an awesome one. I love the dogs on it. The dogs are awesome.
Yeah, they're all our previous dogs, and then I've got some Disney in there, and then Rapunzel's my favourite, so he's done me as Rapunzel in the corner. So,
I love all that because it's like when the lads will come on screen, on regardless of who's live stream they're doing, you always see our size artwork behind it. And I like that. It keeps him here. It keeps him, you know what I mean? So that's so lovely.
I hate that I can't show it. I hate that it's sort of there and I can't show it on the camera. But yeah, it's next to me right here.
Yeah, That's awesome, man. That's a really, really nice. Let's have a look what people are saying. I've got a friend who got arrested for stealing ashtrays at the Hilton. Moron.
Yeah, getting caught.
One strange thing I've accidentally collected is I have 12 foam fingers from sporting events.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, brilliant. All right, Dels, what's your honourable mention?
Sorry, I was just pouring a drink. Well, should I explain what my top 5 is?
Yes, please.
Okay, so my top 5 is my top 5 franchises which make me buy shit that I don't really need. And it's not just the sheer amount of shit that I don't really need. It's the breadth. It's the breadth of shit that I don't really need as well. So my honourable mention is Farscape. So after which my channel is named, and and to sum it up, I've got my little figures and everything, but it's my honourable mention because there isn't actually that much stuff that I can get for it. There's a few comics, there's some DVDs. I'd love one of the ship models of Moya, one of the main ships, but unfortunately, just can't get it. So that's why
I've never known anything. I don't know. When was it out? 90s Farscape? I don't know 90s. Anything about it.
The other thing as well, a lot of it is it was made with Jim Henson. company. So there's a lot of puppets and Muppets and things like that in it as well. So
How long did it run for? Did it run for ages or?
about 4 or 5 seasons. And then it got
4 or 5?
eventually cancelled. So, but it was filmed in Australia as well. So there was a lot of Australian
Who's in it
cast
that I know?
Claudia Black.
He's Des, isn't it? He gets
Des.
everywhere. Yeah,
Des.
he's famous,
Des-
isn't he? He's Des,
Des,
isn't it? Right?
Yeah, he's
Right.
recurring. He's a recurring character.
Right.
And yeah, there's probably not too many other people in it.
Even Des. That's it. Oh, you sold it.
Claudia Black and Des. That's
Claudia
it.
and Des.
I know it doesn't get, but in this collecting community, it's only me and Matt's collection I know that actually.
Yeah, I've never. Have you watched it, Steph? It's Farscape.
Oh,
What's that?
years ago.
You know the thing that Andy's been talking about for 10 minutes. You know that.
What? Yeah.
Sorry, I'm chatting with Andy in the
your
chat
phone.
about Lego. We're talking Lego in the chat.
Unbelievable.
Whatever.
So what did you say again? What is it? You know what I mean? Oh,
I did used to with Dad used to have it on in the evenings, and so I'd sit and watch with him. But I don't really remember it, to be honest.
Too late.
yeah. Well done, Steph. Well done. Brilliant job on that. Fantastic job he did. Yeah. Beautiful, Steph. Hey. She married the right one. We're only joking with you. We're only joking. Yeah, awesome. Farscape, right. So how many seasons did it run for? That's what I asked you. 2?
About 3 or 4.
3 or 4. So it went on for a bit then.
Yeah, 4 or 5. And then they did a mini-series to end it.
When so in the 90s, what channel was it on?
Yeah, 90s. I think it was on BBC Two. So
BBC Two.
yeah, but you can watch it. They do like constant streams on YouTube.
Right, okay. I
you
might
can
just give
just-
it a shot.
Yeah, some of it's quite good.
Steph, will you get the new Miners Turf Lego set to add to your castle collection?
Probably not. No.
That means yes.
No, I don't know. It's super expensive for not many details. If you look at sort of the Rivendell and the Barad-dûr set, there's just so many Easter eggs and rooms and details and intricacies about it. Whereas this one, there's kind of only one real big throne room at the back.
Yeah,
And
but
then
how
the
come
front
you
is
say that? But
like
then your
not-
husband says, to be fair, she said she's already getting it.
Yeah, I don't know why he's put that, because I've told him I'm not. I
You
bought
watch
another
Andy next
set
top 5.
instead.
What bought this? Hang on a minute. Beautiful outside with some artists. Lucky enough to have a couple of those pieces. Yeah, you are. Hiya, Luke, by the way. Hiya, pal. Nice to see you. I don't know whether it's get it, Andy. It looks. Who's this? Hang on, you're on the screen.
Really? Oh, you're talking to Holo Chronicles now, right?
Yes,
So you're not actually
yes.
talking to me in the chat
Through
when
the
we're on the
chat.
same stream together.
I can't
Right.
talk to you by your face. Sorry.
Do you remember at the start when I said I'm going to enjoy tonight with these two lovely people? Forget it. Just from now on, Dels, just me and you. Fame's got to her head. Fame's got to her head, Dels. Do you know what I mean? I'll talk when I decide to talk, Shabby and Andy. Oh, all right. Sorry about that. Yeah, no
She's
problem.
a lady. Sorry.
Love
I
that
don't think
series, Farscape. They are. So he likes
Oh.
it.
Thank you, Jason.
Farscape was such an amazing show. Crazy how it got so little merch. Did it
It's
take
like-
off, or was it a cult kind of thing?
Cult. It's more cult. It kind of got cancelled and then it came back. But yeah, there was practically no merch. Sort of they did a line of sort of like 6-inch figures and sort of stuff like that, and then that was it really. So,
Right, okay.
And a few comics.
Andy, did
So,
you see the movie that they did on Farscape after the last season?
Yeah.
So they made a movie too.
They did. They made it was a 2-part sort of like series just to tie things up.
Yeah.
Because after they cancelled it. So
Awesome, man. Awesome. It got cancelled. They moved over to Stargate. Right. Is there a connection then? Farscape.
no. Well, the actors moved. Some of the actors moved over to Stargate, and they did one episode of Stargate where they did like a homage to Farscape as one of the episodes
Got you.
where they replayed some of their characters again. So
Yeah, some of these lads are loving it. Farscape is a fantastic show.
good.
Not sure I like the mullet approach to that Newcastle. What have you called, Steph? You and Andy. You know what I mean? Everyone's over there. Look. Evening geese. Look at her.
I know, I'm sorry. I can multitask.
Be present in the moment, Steph.
Oh, There were 4 seasons of Farscape, 88 episodes, says Cat Lady Jojo.
Thank
Right,
you,
okay.
Jojo.
And VTR, I'm surprised you've never seen it. I thought you'd have watched it, VTR. Dave, if you liked Babylon 5, you will love Farscape. Do you agree with that, Andy?
Yes, I like Farscape and I like Babylon 5.
Right, okay.
I'm not going to say anything about the comparisons between Babylon 5 and Deep Space Nine, though, because Martin is in the chat. So,
I've beloved Deep Space Nine.
yeah, I love both.
If you sat there going, I like Star Wars. Toyboat released several Farscape action figures. A few of them are very rare and cost a small fortune now. Wow. Okay.
But
Well,
is that one worth anything, Kieran?
who made him? Who made the figures?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. I can't remember who made them actually. Yeah.
It's like those Doctor Who figures. Who makes them? TTM shows them like I've never seen them. Do you know what I mean? No idea. Right. Well, there you go. Honourable mentions is over. Let's get to your top 5. I'll do you first, Andy, so Steph can hear what you're saying and so she can listen to you. So
All right, I'll check for a text in the chat. Yeah. Okay.
Hang on, just before you get there, if Steph messages anybody, tell her to bugger off. She's on a stream. All right. Just go on, Andy.
Right. So my number 5 of franchises that compel me to buy stuff is Action Force and GI Joe. So now I didn't collect this as a kid. My brother did, but I played with it as a kid. But actually, I have been getting quite a few of the GI Joe figures, but the 3 3/4 inch ones. And I've got quite a few of the comics and the annuals, and I've even got some 3D printed sort of items to go on one of my displays. But one thing that I got fairly recently, which I was really, really happy about, because I always like the look of this, and this isn't the original, this is one of the re-releases, a His Tank. And I was actually quite proud that I managed to put the stickers on reasonably well and not cack-handed all over the place.
Yeah, I know that feeling.
But I wanted the black one, but I couldn't get the black one, so I ended up with the blue one. But
that's cool.
I absolutely love the His Tank. So,
it looks like it's the exact same mold as the vintage one, that because I've got the vintage one here.
It probably is, and I even went out and got that Micro Machines one, sort of like recently, the His Tank on that one. So that's my number 5. I actually really, if they were to do, I was saying the other day, because I love that line that Connor was has been showing on his channel. He did a video recently. It's the Crimson. Crimson
the Monster
Moon.
Force Force ones. Yeah,
because it's like the Red. If they'd done sort of like a 3 3/4 update, like vintage collection, but for Action Force and like the Red Shadows and stuff. Would have bought it like a shot, and this would have been.
Well, have you never looked at Marauders or Skeleton and all them sorts?
Someone mentioned it in the chat the other day.
They're all at Joe Fest. I'll take pictures and I'll send you. I'll send you.
Please do. But
Delta 17. There's loads of like military 3 3/4 inch. You know, so there's off the top of my head I can think of. So awesome, man. Are you going to get into Joe's then and get a bit more, or are you just a little thing?
Do you know what? I got a shelf devoted to it, so I'm tempted sort of like to get some of the Red Shadow stuff. The stuff I've got, I haven't got like the GI Joe stuff. I've gone for Cobra. I've gone for the villains. So, and I'll probably go for the Red Shadows as well.
Yeah.
I remember reading all those comics when I was a kid because my brother had them. So I mean, I loved those comics so much.
Action Force, Commando. Do you remember Commando, the small little mini comic thing?
Yeah,
they were dead thick though. I loved all that sort of stuff. Victor, loved Victor. Yeah, all them sort of stuff. It was a different world, wasn't it? Because you go to bed with one of those books.
Yeah,
and you know that's why I think Tintin and Asterix mean so much to me. Do you know what I mean? Because there are other books I'd always loved taking a book to bed and reading it. You know what I mean? I mean, there's not much else you could do. There's no internet. It's not as if you're playing Tetris. You know what I mean? But
the annuals in particular, the annuals, you just reread the annuals and sort of And there was so many. There was comic strips. There was different types of sort of like stories in there. There was written stories. There was a whole load of it. The annuals I loved. It's a shame the Americans didn't get to enjoy annuals like British people
That's
did.
the thing that's so upsetting. couple of lads have sent me some annuals here, and you find that the same sort of format, but it doesn't say. I like it when it says the date and annual 1976 or 1979 or whatever.
Yeah.
Were you the same way as a kid? Did you love reading, Steph, and all that sort of stuff?
Oh yeah, I had annuals and books on the brands that I liked. So yeah, absolutely.
Because you just got a gem one. Because TJC's
Yeah.
sent me that. I love that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I
that's
like
the
what
one.
VTR does. He puts them on the background, makes displays out of his albums and stuff like that.
Yeah,
you
that's
know?
a really good idea.
Yeah, lads do it over here with laser discs and stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? They
Yep.
just so it gives it a good look. So I'm thinking I might do that myself with my gem stuff. I don't know. Might not collect it. Do you know what I mean? Let's have a look. Andy, you should tell Martin that when Steph shows her next item. Just message him. Ricardo's here. Here we go. Finally home. Bloody road closures everywhere. You know what I mean? I had to take the long way. All good on you, Andy. They are there, so Connors likes it and so forth. Steph, while they're talking Action Force, have you seen the Lego retired sets list? I just got home from work. I popped in to say hello and drop my like. I will be lurking for a little bit. Well, thank you, Ricardo. That's awesome of you, man. Matt's Collection is here. Hi, everyone. Listening on my way home from work. Nice to see you. Those stickers are placed beautifully, Andy, says Andrew.
Thank you.
CTR. Put my glasses on. They are. It's a really nice. Delvian, I have a video from Belfast showing all those vendors.
Brilliant.
Yeah, I think, this is a shame you're not coming because you'd love all that stuff.
Yes, come with us.
Yeah. Andy,
Yeah.
not a company, but a line called Eagle Force on Big Bad Toys does a lot of Red Shadow inspired figures. 100% right there at Joe Fest too. Yeah, and they're doing the same thing. It's Action Force, what they've taken it. And remember Eagle Force when we were kids, the gold one?
Yeah.
That's what they remake. Yeah. Yes, Red Shadow's greatest enemy ever, says VTR.
Mm-hmm.
One of my many gifts I got for Christmas was an annual, and each week I used to get a comic to read. We've spoke about that before. It was funny, wasn't it? Because it was always your grandma or your auntie that got you an annual, and you're like,
Yeah.
And then as you get older, you think, oh, I'd love all them back, to be honest. You know what I mean? My mum did it a couple of years ago. She sent me a beano and Andy a big, the celebrity 60th annual, and I loved him. I thought, oh man, that's fantastic, you know. Well, do you ever still look for him? Do you look for annuals now, or?
Yeah, I got a 2000 AD one not so long ago when I was at Norfolk Toy Fair, and Norwich Toy Fair, and I do keep an eye out. The Beano ones I regret losing. I had a lot of Beano ones when I was a kid, like really old ones, sort of like back to the 70s, and I think some might have even been 60s. I'm not sure actually. I don't know how long the Beano's been going, but because they were passed down, and of course after we got through a certain age, they were then passed on to other children in the family, and then they just disappeared.
The book and went, this book's owned by Nigel.
Yeah.
It always has that name in it, you know. I bought a couple of Masters Universe and She-Ra books at Joe Fest last year, and it's got the girl's name in it, Rebecca something she's called. I thought that's awesome. I love stories behind stuff, you know what I mean? They were loved by somebody else. Well, that's brilliant. Right, Steph, what's your number 5?
Okay, my number 5. We go to the table of mystery.
The table of mystery. Oh, brilliant.
Right, let's see if I can take this off without taking any of the bits
Is
off.
this another magic trick?
Shazam.
Shazam!
Ooh.
Oh.
So let's see if I can just zoom in a bit so you can see it better.
Let me make you bigger. There you go.
Where's my little camera thing? Okay, so this is the hotel. No, it's not. It's Transylvania, Adventure in Transylvania. I don't know if I can get mine. There we go.
That is awesome.
So this is a bricklink thing, and it opens up. If I can do it right. Which I prefer that sort of view of it. You can see a lot more of the details in it.
And that's
Bricklink.
Bricklink.
It's Lego Bricklink. So a member of the public has created it. Yeah. So, but I absolutely just love the colors. I love the details in it, these gothic sort of details. And then in the back, you see all in there. Oh, there's just so many like little bits. So
showing off her posh scarves at the same time.
See?
No. I do not wear posh scarves. These are gifts that end up in a box and covering Lego.
You've gone all out of the past few years. Do you know what I mean? Because the modelling, the Lego. I mean, would you say, Steph, you've hit it hard over the last few years?
Yeah, definitely, absolutely. I think it's kind of I think because I do it in the evenings, I get through it quite quickly. So it's giving me like it's like a de-stressing thing doing these things.
So it's just the way you said it, because it's in the evenings and get through it then quickly. Well, I hope you're still talking about the Lego.
But yeah, I don't know if you can if that helps kind of see.
Yeah.
So like the chandelier sort of goes up and down, and then you've got the crypt in there. You've got a trap door here that goes into the dungeon down here. So yeah, I just think again it's just a really different set. It's something Lego doesn't normally do. And there's just loads of little sort of Easter eggs. The more you look at it, the more you see.
Oh, I love it.
Yeah.
Is it pricey though, Steph? How much is one of them?
Honestly, can't remember. I think it was 200.
It looks pricey. Oh, that's not that bad though, because if Lego had made that, for doing it for 200, that's not bad.
I don't.
Would you ever get into stuff like this, Andy? Would you ever get into it?
You'll see one of my choices later.
Ooh.
So we're just gonna stick a pin in that.
Can you imagine? This is one of Nick's from Steph's.
Yeah. Hang on 1 second. I'm just doing my work emails. 1 second.
My work.
Oh, sorry, Steph.
It's all right. It's fine.
Sitting next to her watching something on TV she doesn't want to, Dave.
Yeah.
Hello, Wes Martin in the evenings.
Yeah, pretty much.
It is definitely. We've talked about this with you before. It is definitely a therapeutic thing. Like I said, I only get Lego at Christmas, and I like, and I can't believe it. I'm not one person that do it. I did with the Goonies one because that took ages to do, but I like that being on your own, just making something. I like. Do you know what I mean? Getting away for a bit. Is that what you think when you make your Lego?
Yeah, it basically you're using a completely different part of your mind. I think it's just so completely away from anything else that you've been thinking about that day or had to deal with that day. So
Right.
your brain sort of parks that over there, and now you're focused on this. And I think that's it as well. Is it takes you away from all that because you have to focus on this. Because if you don't do it right, then obviously the rest of it's going to go wrong. So yeah, it just uses a different part of your mind and gets you away from what you've been thinking about.
Right. Well, a bit worrying for me. All I think about is that from morning, day, night, afternoon. You went different part of your man, and I went a different part. And again, I know I've said this to you before as well. Your modelling is completely different to your Lego. It's a different way of doing it, isn't it?
Yeah.
So which one do you prefer? If you had to get rid of one now, which one would you get rid of?
I'd probably get rid of the Lego. I think I prefer the models.
The modelling. They are, Martin. I saved you a fortune. There you go. She's getting rid of a lot. You know what I mean? Not bad
There
at
you go.
all. Which one? I mean, you do the modelling anyway. You do it, Andy.
Yeah, with some bits of it, not the same kind of thing. I mean, Steph's got an eye for the detail and the intricacies, which I just haven't got. But that's because she's young and she's got the eyesight for it, and she hasn't got shaky hands like the old fart that I am.
Oh, please. Your models and photography are awesome.
Thank you for saying that. But it's well, I tend to work with clay and things like that, so it's completely different materials. So
I've always wanted to try the clay. I just don't know if I'd be any good at it.
just try it. You'll find out.
My daughter
And it
is, you
doesn't
know,
matter.
you know, my daughter is. My daughter makes her own models, her own masks and stuff like that. So she'll go out and buy a Walmart mask for like $10. And then but she adds loads of material, fur on it, and she's really good at model making. And it sounds weird, this, and I suppose I'll have to show you a picture. She does this thing out of masking tape. She'll buy rolls and rolls and rolls of masking tape, Lucy, and make models out of them. and she makes dinosaurs where the wings move. I mean, she's very, very talented. She's done it since she was a kid. Do you know what I mean? Which I like. You know, my daughter doing something other than on the PC every night and doing that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, I used to like models or whatever. But I think I had the Jabba the Hutt palace when I was a kid. Do you remember that one, Andy? I think that's the only.
It's underneath my chair at the moment, and that's because Martin gave it to me at NEC.
Right.
So I haven't put it together yet, but I'm waiting, and I've also got the Hoth one. So
no, I think that's the only thing I remember. Really, I used to make stuff out of like in my mum's back garden and that kind of thing. Or the Christmas tree. It was always that sort of stuff for me. Do you know what I mean? Where my imagination came from for play sets or whatever. But I do like enjoying the Lego. But do you know? I don't know really. I always talk about the price of Lego, guys, and it's too expensive to collect for because I collect other things. You know what I mean? I can't focus it all on that, so I do like getting one for Christmas. But do you ever think that yourself? Now you're buying it, or do you think, it's getting a bit price? Because Lego, I mean, the price of Lego, guys, wow.
Yeah. So the new Minas Tirith is £540, I think.
that's not as bad as I thought it was going to be, considering the price of that Death Star.
True, I suppose. But the other Lord of the Rings that were around the 400 mark, and I feel like this one's simpler because there's only one big room at the back of it, whereas all the others have, the Barad-dûr Tower has loads from top to bottom and all these little Easter eggs and details in it, and this one just doesn't have that. So I'm kind of disappointed that it's that much more than the other two sets, which I think are impressive.
But let me ask you, because you've got head on your shoulders, not like us idiots. We'll sit there and slag something off for an hour and then go out and buy it. Do you know what I mean? I've done it. You know what I mean? The Acolyte shit. And I've got every figure that they've ever done for it. Do you know what I mean? Would that put you off buying it, or would you buy it?
No, I'm not. I'm not buying it.
You're
I'm
not
getting
buying it. Right? Okay.
Buying it.
Yeah, she's definitely buying it. Definitely.
Watch this space.
I was terrible at the model making until I went to a Top Gun model school. I just smashed that like button. Thank you, Win. That's very nice. Very talented. Must take after Jen. Well, funny pulps. TGMS weekend. My modeling skills. What's TGMS?
Top Gun Model School.
Top Gun Model School. Did you make models as a kid, Andy? Did you make?
No, a few, but I never had the patience for it. So it was only something I developed as I got older. Patience.
Maybe that's why. You know what? But maybe that's why I enjoy doing the Lego when I do, because I'm not doing it. I've got ants in me pants. Me. I can't sit still for 2 minutes. Do you know what I mean? I'll drive you crazy at Joe Fest. Steph. You'll be like, bloody hell, get him away from me. He's a weirdo. Constantly, 24 hours a day. But I think that's why I enjoy it, because it's like a one-off for me. Do you know what I mean? Speed champions, it take 10 minutes to do, and I don't mind. And I did the same for Lego as I did with Playmobil. Only pop culture, only things that I really want. Because I think if you go down that road, cheapest. My wife would definitely give me a kick in, so I won't be doing that. No chance. Here we go. Yeah, it's 100% a pickup, Martin. They are, yeah. No one believes you, Steph. No one believes you. Brilliant.
I've already bought another set, so I can't buy that one now.
Steph's already bought it. and Win says he just loves Lady Steph. She just loves, or Lady Steve.
Thanks, Win.
I just love Lady Steph's long hair.
I told you, Steph.
What?
It's the Steph show tonight with Andy.
Oh, no. We're Stelvian, remember? We're Stelvian. I can't do this without you.
Oh, that was brilliant, Win. I just love Steph's long hair.
Thanks, Win.
Andy's probably longer than mine.
What am I, bald? You know what I mean?
Am I invisible?
Oh, just brilliant.
I got offline.
Oh, God. Brilliant, Del's brilliant. Check out the credit statements, Martin. No one believes Steph. Everyone's just like, get to France. Who are you trying to kid? Oh, absolutely brilliant. Right, let's carry on. Let's get to number 4. Lovely. It sounds like we're in the doctor's office. Right, Steph, what's number 4? Yeah, exactly.
So number 4, I can actually bring over.
What's under scarf number 4, Steph? You watch Martin will be doing the washing up and there's no bloody tea towels. Like, oh,
So, this is probably my most favorite model that I've done recently.
yeah,
And
that's
it's
awesome.
the Japanese house.
Oh, Claire's got bang into it as well. She's loving doing it, the
Yes.
modelling.
We've been messaging. It's great. And then I have got lights in this one. Where is it? And it also has I don't know if you can hear that music.
Yeah, I can now. Yep.
Yeah, they've
That's
started putting like
awesome.
music things in it for some reason. But
That's
yeah,
massive. Where'd you stick it?
it's on the cabinet in the lounge at the moment. Because I have
Well
nowhere
done,
for
Steph.
it.
Well done.
Hang on. Is Martin allowed to bring his Star Wars stuff into the lounge?
No.
He can if he wants. He's the one that insists
Oh.
that it's always in all together in one room.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
awesome. So how long would something like that take you, Steph?
Several weeks, yeah.
It does.
It just makes you want to go out and buy one, doesn't it, Andy? Oh, go on.
It's the
I'll-
light. The lighting really sort of like you
It
can see
really
everything with the
helps.
lighting.
Yeah,
That's pretty though. Mine
absolutely.
would look like a bomb's hit it or something like that. You know what I mean? I put the roof on wrong.
Might have been
Nightmare.
after an earthquake.
I just like it because it's so different to all the other ones. Being Japanese, it's a different style. There are different techniques to like the roof on here to get that sort of different sort of curvature with the material. I've not had to do that before. Palps had to help me a little bit with that, with some advice because I've not worked with plastic before. But yeah,
Hang on. You took advice off Palps.
yes, that
Palps.
scumbag took me.
Scumbag College.
I tell you. But is that what you look for then? So when you're buying these models, you intentionally look for a different one, something that you haven't made like last week or whatever. You want something to keep
Yeah.
it going.
Keep it fresh, yeah. To keep some of the different techniques going. Just again, visually, you're just looking at different things.
Yeah.
I like making sure that they're all sort of different or have their own little USP with them. So yeah.
Do you do that when you do your show? I never asked you this. When you were on with me inside house, we went through all your dioramas that you've made for your Star Wars or whatever. Do you intentionally do that up here too? That you've just made one, so you want your next shelf to look completely different, or use different techniques, or you know what I mean?
It depends on the environment. So, like for example, I did a Streets of Navarro. So I needed to sort of, I still use clay, but it had to be a different technique. And I had to do sort of like windows and sort of like steps and make it look like a street. And there's another one where I've done a ruined temple. So I had to do a different technique, different paint effects. I've added sort of different elements of moss and sort of like greenery on there. But I find with a lot of my stuff, I never finish them. So, because I always, I get to a point, but I get to a point where I just kind of think, I could always add a little bit more, and I'd stop myself before I kind of ruin it. Well,
Yeah, I know
more.
what you mean.
I think I'm the same. I don't think I've got to admit, to do models, it's the patience you need, innit? And I'm thinking the same.
I
as you.
don't know. I think the patience I've always struggled with, I always kind of think it's the passion. You've got to be really, really into doing it. I remember when I was younger and I used to draw, I could only do it if I was in the right frame of mind and I was in the mood to do it. If I'm not in the mood to do it, it's just not worth doing it. So,
you know what?
Yeah,
Our
you
side
don't
used to
do it.
always say that to me, and that's one thing. When Steph showed that picture our side did, that's what he always had. He'd sit there and he'd be paid. But that's why our side stayed up late at night, because the phone's not ringing, people aren't coming in and out. He'd sit there and he'd do his work, and sometimes I remember our side would be there for hours. But what he'd do as well is he'd put it away and he won't go back until he's ready to do it. Because I was talking to our Claire about it. So side's got so much unfinished work. Do you know what I mean? That once he finished, he never threw it out, but what he did was he just kept it to go back to. Do you know what I mean? So That makes perfect
Yeah.
sense what you're saying there. VTR says, if you think Lego is expensive, try buying a popcorn. I know a popcorn. I know. I bet they're all sat in those cinema houses and these suckers will buy anything. Add another $10 to it. Oh, I'll have it. You know what I mean? Lady Stephanie said she wasn't buying, but she will probably have Martin buy it for her. There you go. I don't think so. She'll buy it. Blimey, I didn't expect a big giggle for my hair compliment. Well, it's very nice of you, Win. Very nice of you.
Yeah, Win.
A Delvian giggle.
One ticket to see Mando and Gogi cost me $21.50. West Coast prices. Looks like Palpsy's back garden, that. Yeah, it does. He's got a lovely back garden, Palps.
Yeah.
I know that sounded dodgy, but you know what I meant. I meant he's got a lovely back garden.
Us, we know.
Japanese house looks gorgeous, Lady Steph says, Win.
Oh, thank you, Win.
Yeah, the lights just up the game 100%. Do you have to paint it too, or does it come painted?
No, it comes like that. Some of them it will supply paints if you want to touch it up and such, but I just leave it, to be quite honest.
That get me. I bought a Moonraker one. Ollie's was doing the Moonraker shuttle. It was from 2013, but they bought it back, so I bought it because I love the artwork on it. I'm never going to open it because you have to paint it. So what I did, I went on YouTube and said, if it's already painted, I'll open it. I'll do what I want. No, so I thought, forget it. So it's been up there for about 10 years. oh, yeah, it is cute. Yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, very cool. Says our Mr. B. Did Shabby just say it's massive? Where'd you stick it? I did, and I was looking straight at you, VTR. Straight at you when I said it.
Dang it, I missed that one.
He did. Not the first time you've heard him say it. It's definitely not VTR's first time. We've clipped it, don't worry. Charming. The patience needed for those little house models is so far beyond what I have. What have you got the patience for, Andy? What could you have the patience for? Like you never bores you. You can just carry on doing it.
Come back to me later. I'm not sure actually. I don't know. I think my patience has got better as I've got older, but it's also got shorter in some ways as well. I'm a little bit less tolerant about things as I've got older. I don't know. Gardening. There you go. Gardening.
There you are.
Linked back to earlier.
Yeah.
I've got patience until my back starts hurting, and then it can go piss off.
Oh, I know what I've got patience for. ZSR. Need a lot of patience to do that for 7 years. Do you know what I mean? So I've got that. Exactly, Connor. Those proper master grade kits. Wow. That's why I have so many unfinished projects, Delvian. Yeah, I suppose you're right, really. Unreal build, Steph, says Miriam. She likes it. I wonder if Miriam does it. Miriam, right? Could you make these as well? I bet Miriam would be good at stuff like that.
Yeah.
Who the Fancy Mango and Go? It's the second movie, Kieran, that's coming out. Do you know what I mean? The alternative version, if you will. My house is an unfinished
tiki cocktail.
My house is an unfinished project. Brilliant. What's your number 4, Delvian?
My number 4 franchise that compels me to buy shit I don't need is Stand By My Hawkmen.
Gordon's alive.
Flash Gordon. So,
That's awesome.
Absolutely love Flash Gordon. So I mean, I love this figure. Always wanted a Voltan figure, Prince Voltan.
You made that?
Finally managed to. This one is. God, I should get better at knowing the brand names. I think I want to say NECA, but it might not be. People in the chat, well, Jonathan will know who made it. But I love this. I love this figure so much. But I do have quite a few things linked to sort of Flash Gordon. I've got some autographs. I've got Brian Blessed's autograph somewhere. Managed to get some comic books over the years. The soundtrack, obviously, by Queen. The movie. But the one that I'm going to focus on, the one that I absolutely love, is the 1970s, 80s Filmation cartoon series by Flash Gordon.
I never knew that existed.
which
Never knew.
first introduced me. Well, actually, it didn't first introduce me, because what first introduced me to Flash Gordon was the old Buster Crabbe black and white TV series from the 1930s, which was still being repeated on telly when I was a kid.
Wow.
And I can't believe that they are 90 years old, that television series this year.
Wow.
But Filmation did a TV series. There was a film that sort of like it's really difficult to get hold of now, and it was like early bits, because it was all Flash Gordon was set during the Second World War, and there's a whole subplot of Ming was actually supporting the Nazis and all that kind of stuff. It's great, this series, and I love the I love Filmation sort of animation anyway. So obviously they did quite a lot of other stuff. They did Masters of the Universe. They did Tarzan series. They did Star Trek animated series. But I love Flash Gordon. It's
awesome.
Flash Gordon's brilliant. It's what George Lucas wanted to make instead of Star Wars, and he couldn't get the rights for it. And even though at the time, in the 80s when the film was made, and it kind of flopped, but it's great, that film. It's just a fun film. And
do you think they'll ever make it again? Do you think they'll ever reboot Flash Gordon?
They've tried. I mean, there's been loads of variations of Flash Gordon. There's been a TV series that they made that was a bit crap. They've done loads of different sort of animated series. I mean, it's been pretty constant. I mean, if you think about it, a franchise to go for about 90 years isn't bad.
Yeah, it isn't bad at all. I have lots of patience. Bloody NHS cutbacks. Do you know, Delvin? My first crush was from Flash Gordon.
You what? Sorry,
my first
Princess
crush.
Aura.
Oh, my wife. She was beautiful. Do you know what I mean? I could sat and watched her for hours. Do you know what I mean?
It's the little, but it's the little silver dress that she was wearing, isn't it? Yeah.
Shabby's got all giddy. Who was your first crush, Delvin? Who was it?
I couldn't possibly say.
It was yours, Steph. It was yours.
The fox from Robin Hood, I think.
The fox from Robin Hood.
Wow. That's kind of why I was going.
What's yours be normal now? Andy used to say, Andy Chronicles, his first crush was Chitara from Thundercats. Sometimes you've got to wonder about these lads, aren't you? You know what I mean? Then he went on to be a teacher. May go and go do the bootleg. That's what we're going to see. Sounds right up my alley, that G-Force. And you think you know somebody in Delvian and stuff, but you don't. Look at this. No, Shabby, I hate Lego, and I wouldn't even tempt those paper kids. I'll stick to cooking, baking, and knitting. Thank you very much, Shabby.
Do you know, having met Miriam now, I can actually hear her say that.
Yeah.
NECA made the Flash Gordon movie figures. NECA made them. They are. So it was NECA that
was NECA. I got it right. Yeah.
You're a big Flash Gordon fan, Steph. Do you like it? Because I know you hate Labyrinth, which is weird. Steph.
How is that weird? Hoggle is a thing of nightmares. It's just awful. But anyway, Flash Gordon. I seem to remember there being a cartoon on when I was younger. I'm sure.
Did you fancy that cartoon, or was it just the Robin Hood one? You know what I mean?
Just Robin Hood.
Robin Hood.
Fox
the age that you were, I reckon that was Defenders of the Earth, Steph.
Oh, okay. Probably
I've got Defender of the Earth NECA figures. I've got them. And there were 5 each. That was it. Because when they came out, they were like 40 cents. I got them for, it was on one of the toy stores here. They have a table that everything's for $5, and you can get loads of stuff. And they had Defenders of the Earth on there. The Phantom I got, and I got Ming the Merciless. There you are. That's not bad at all.
Hey.
But if they did the Flash Gordon movie again, it'd have to be campy. That's what makes that movie. Yeah. It's that the way it is. You know what I mean? And how are you supposed to beat that soundtrack? There's just no way you're going to beat the soundtrack.
I mean, sometimes they're just better off leaving stuff alone. I remember getting quite upset because I was watching it on Sky a few years ago, and this is the time when Sky did those warnings at the beginning. It's like, just a warning, some of the attitudes in this film may offend you. And I just like, how?
attitude offend me. Oh my life. Are you all right, Shabby? No, I'm offended.
I know.
Why? I don't like
my
Steph's
mind just
attitude.
warped. Yeah.
Stupid. Andy, I loved that cartoon as a kid, says Martin. He loved it. I can't think of the Flash Gordon Filmation cartoon.
It is literally, most of the episodes are all there on YouTube, so you can sort of like sit and go watch quite a few of them. And there's loads of characters in there which sort of don't appear in the film, or do, but not like Prince Sun in the film. I think it's that he's like a lion man, and because it's an animation, they have all the different species and they go everywhere. And some of the animation is brilliant. It's really really cool.
Even our Connor saying, animated Flash Gordon was brilliant on a Saturday morning. Wow, if I did say it, I have no memory of it at all, so that's cool. King of the Rocket Men was better. Do you agree with that, scumbag?
No.
I used to love watching the Buster Crab Flash Gordon series. That was the old black and white one, wasn't it? I used to love it.
So my dad, I remember my dad was saying, "This is what we had when we were growing up." It's like, it's a bit shit, Dad.
Ruined it.
You can tell that rocket's got like a sparkler, and you can see the wires. But it's like, that's all you had.
Oh,
yeah, but that's the charm of it, isn't it?
Delvian goes to bed and his dad turns to his mum and goes, "He ruins everything." It's not a sparkler. It's a real rocket. I love the Buster Crab Flash Gordon movie serials. BB2 would show them during the school summer holidays back in the late 70s, early 80s. It's kind of crazy how Flash Gordon has been left alone by the movie and TV industry. I completely agree. But maybe that's what it is. Maybe that was just a one. It's like they've tried making the Return to Oz, which I love that movie, but you can't really make Wizard of Oz again. Can't really do Goonies again or Back to the Future. I suppose it falls into that category. Do you not think?
I don't know. I think if they were to try and remake it, they would remake it with certain. They wouldn't make it in the same way. They'd kind of refresh it for a modern audience, and then they'd just lose the charm and the spirit of it. Because let's be honest, it is set. It is a time frame that doesn't exist anymore. It's more of a heritage story, sort of like, more than anything. And I think that's okay, sort of like to do things like that. But
exactly. At least we've always got that one, haven't we? Yeah. We've always got that one. So I agree with that, definitely. Buster Crab was also an Olympic swimmer, says Kieran, and went on to star as Buck Rogers in another movie Saturday morning. Some of those I know there was a Buck Rogers before the 70s Buck Rogers, wasn't there? Wow. My favourite Disney movie, interesting. There you are. Debbie, Harry, Blondie. Definitely Evan Gray.
I know.
Let's see some of these lads fancy. Let's have a look. Yeah, my favorite Disney movie. Interesting. So you mean Robbie? Is this your favorite one?
It is. Yeah.
I used to always like the Aristocats. I used to love that. I love the jazz in it. Do you know what I mean? I'm a big fan of that one. Yeah. Debbie Harry from Blondie was yours. Definitely Evan Gray from Buck Rogers. There is supposedly a Flash Gordon movie in the works. Okay, we'll have a look at that. I hear all of Akita's outfits were painted on. Akita's outfits? You mean
that's God, the daughter, Aura, yeah. Well,
I've thought about it being painted on many a time, but I can't remember.
Yeah.
Joanna Lumley is Purdy in the New Avengers or any of the Hammer horror ladies. Never seen Hammer. We had Scott on ZSR on Friday. I've never seen one. Not one Hammer. Have you ever seen them, Steph? Hammer horror movies? No, I haven't. Never seen. No, you have, Andy, haven't you? Yeah,
I have. I've even been to. I think I mentioned in the comments. I've been to Highgate Cemetery, wandered around where they filmed a lot of the Hammer horror films and everything. So it's quite nice doing the tour around there. You wouldn't think a cemetery would be quite an interesting tour, but it is.
I bet it is. Thanks, Andy. Now going to eBay to try and find the cartoon series of Flash. Look at Jason over there. My first crush, says Dario, was the Action Force Z-Force Quarrel figure.
Wow.
Flash Speedbot, brilliant, JT. The old Flash Gordon, you could see Rand McNally written on the earth. Could you? Rand McNally? What do you mean? The old Flash Gordon, you could see Rand McNally written on the earth. Okay.
I know.
Why did Ming not know what planet was called and then press the button called earthquakes? Question of the week. Question of the week.
Yeah, don't overthink it, Babs.
I think Wiki tells us what Wizard of Oz will become if made today. Yeah, I like Wiki though. I put it on 2 years ago and I loved it.
I've never seen
It's
it.
great. I thought it was really good. Listen, I know they're a bit pair of disco biscuits, both of them, but they're very, very talented. And in that movie, they're great. I thought they were fantastic. So yeah, I don't mind it. I haven't seen the second one yet though. I know that's out, but yeah, I didn't mind Wicked at all. Don't forget, we also had 2 Flesh Gordon reviews. Thanks for that, Kieran. I appreciate that, pal. My first celebrity crush was Helen Slater. Yeah, she was nice, Supergirl. Yeah, she was. You know, we did a 5 nights at Shabby's, me and my 2 older kids, about 4 years ago. And we did it on Supergirl, and I'd watched it for that. And you forget how good, when she's flying over that lake, how good that flying technique looks. Because it's all done by wires or whatever, but it looks unbelievable. It looks 10 times more realer than CGI and all that sort of stuff. Do you know, remember what I mean when she's flying over the lake and whatever? And that's the part I remember. Shut up, Shabby. Okay, fair enough.
No, it is because it's practical effects, and you hadn't really seen anything quite like that before, so it kind of sticks in your mind. It's sort of like being quite, this looks very real. So
yeah. Oh, they are.
CGI can't compete with that.
Ramsey Malley made globes and why didn't you say that? I don't remember the characters Ramsey Malley. 1980s Flash was meant to be a trilogy.
It was. Yeah.
Right, nice.
It was at the end of the film was it set it up for a sequel, which they never made. So
well, we'll definitely watch it again. Right, here we go. Number 3. Delvian Seek, because you're there. I'll put you there. What's your number 3, Bubba?
Do you know, Steph, each time that we come up, we've jumped. We should know that it's us. Right. My number 3 is the franchise is You Shall Not Pass. So this is a little Gandalf figure I got sort of like from The Hobbit, but this isn't sort of my main choice because I do have loads of Lord of the Rings stuff. And I dropped his hat. I managed to get graphic novels of Lord of the Rings, and I've also got all the films of, and of course the books. I've managed to get autographs of sort of stuff. And when I was talking about Lego earlier, Lego, I don't collect Lego, and I don't enjoy doing Lego all that much. But having seen Steph's Rivendell and Eye of Sauron, and looking at them, that tempts me to get Lego.
They are beautiful sets. They are,
The Eye of Sauron, that one. Yeah. There's also I've got chess pieces for Lego. For Lord of the Rings.
That's awesome.
Now there's 2 things, and I'm classing them together because I got the extended editions of the films, which if any of you have seen Lord of the Rings, just the standard versions, that's great, but do watch the extended versions because they are so
they are. HBO has them over here, the extended ones. I've been watching.
Brilliant. And I, with the first sort of like extended editions, the DVDs that came out, there was some gifts, some statues that sort of came with it. Now I didn't get the 2 towers, but I did get the Return of the King one, which is a little model of Minas Tirith, which is actually a little sort of place where I hide stuff. Absolutely sort of like love that. The detail on it is absolutely fantastic.
Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah.
But the one that I just absolutely adore, and which kind of got me into sort of collecting a load of stuff, is the ones that came with the first film. Now, these have been a bit damaged over the years, but it's basically the bookends for the Argonath, which are the 2 sort of big statues that you see in Fellowship of the Ring. And I absolutely adore these things. And I'm just going to be really careful not to drop them on the floor and break them.
Beautiful.
But I love Lord of the Rings. I absolutely love it's a book that I read fairly often. and it's not like a brilliant book in the sense of it's a very descriptive book. It's full of exposition the way he writes, but the world he creates for Lord of the Rings is just amazing.
It's something to
absolutely
me I got
brilliant.
into when I was old. I remember the cartoon movie when I was a kid, and I thought, what the
Yeah.
fancy is this? It's a bit, you know what I mean? It was a bit out there. But
Yeah.
as I've got on in life, I've appreciated Lord, because I've got to admit, I never grew up with Lord of the Rings. Did you? Was it something you've loved as a kid?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I remember sort of like the animator I think it was Rankin Bass, sort of like animated film, which I have somewhere as well. Sort of like I should have got it out for tonight, but I love that film as well. But I read the books. And it was more when I was sort of like a teenager, sort of like when I read the books, or sort
Right.
of around sort of like 11, sort of like 12. But I loved them, just loved the books. But I had friends when I was at school who loved the books as well, and all their families were sort of into that. I knew this one girl, her aunt had a goat which she called Gimli, and I know, and it's just. I don't know. I just love.
Glad you came
the
on,
des-
Steph.
but I love the art design in the movies. The movies, I think, sort of like are absolutely brilliant.
Well, I
sort
think
of
that's
like
where my love came from.
adaptations.
I've
Yeah.
always known about it, and I've always, you know, I'm not going to make it out like I read the book as a kid. I'd probably, if I did, I can't remember. But it was the movies for me that did it. You know, you watch those movies 20 years ago now, and you're like, wow, these are awesome. You know, what about you, Steph? Were you the same as Andy? Did you like it since you were a kid, or something?
No, so it was the film. So when I was a teenager, yeah, mum, or maybe a bit younger actually, mum gave me the books and said, you know, try it. Here you go. I just couldn't get on with the books. I just couldn't do it.
It's a very odd style that of writing,
Yeah.
isn't it?
All right. Can I ask you a question then? What do you mean by odd style? Is it written in a different way or something, like their own?
It's just very descriptive. It's sort of like then they went there, then they did there. There's no internal monologue in terms of sort of what
everything that's
character's
driving
feeling.
the door of this, the couch of that. I'm going to start doing that. You know what I mean? The table of Shabby. You know what I mean?
Sorry, Steph, I cut you off there. Go on.
No, it's fine. Yeah, exactly that. It was just I'd get lost in it, and I was like, "Hang on, what are we talking about again?" And I'd have to go back and see what it was where we were in the story. So,
Right.
I just couldn't get on with it. But then, yeah, when the films came out, I was just
I
hooked.
loved him. I did. I've got to admit, and it's funny you should say that, Andy, because I felt the same way watching the extended ones. Because I'm all for sitting and watching a 4 or 5 hour movie. I have no issue with that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and it does add a lot more on that. You know, and the way it's done
Yeah.
as well, the way they cut in, it doesn't feel like you're watching an extended version. It
I remember
flows.
going to when I was living in London, a friend and I, we went into an all-night showing in the IMAX cinema in Waterloo and watched all the extended versions overnight.
Wow.
And it was brilliant. I
bet
loved
that was
I wasn't even tired. It was just sort of like
Yeah.
So cool.
it was brilliant. Loved
Yeah.
it.
Did you feel the same way about The Hobbit? Because I like those movies just as much as the Lord. I suppose because I'm not a big fan of it. You know what I mean? So I watched them for what they were, and I liked them. I didn't mind it.
I like The Hobbit. I don't actually. A lot of the purists, they were sort of actually they've added so much. I wasn't a fan of a half an hour washing up song, but some of the bits that they added.
My favourite part.
Yeah, I know, right? Not Steph's.
Brilliant.
But I love the White Council in Dol Guldur sort of like scene and everything, which isn't
Yeah.
really in the books, but it's expanded upon, and I think that's fair enough. So,
What do you think about making because they're doing them again now, aren't they? There's I know they've got Stephen Colbert to write something with Peter Jackson, and they're doing something else.
Yeah, it's like The Hunt for Gollum. So it's sort of like
No,
it's
another
Gandalf
one
and-
after that. There's another
Oh,
one
are
after.
they?
Yeah. So it was on
Ooh.
over here, but apparently they've hired Stephen Colbert to write. There's a chapter of one of the books that they're going to make into a movie, and a lot of people were bitching about it over as you know what I mean. Oh, what are they going to do with the chapter, whatever? But he's hired on to do the one after The Hunt for Gollum.
Interesting.
So yeah, there's a few of them coming. So
Now, I did see the other day, apparently, Peter Jackson's trying to get the rights to the Silmarillion. I can never pronounce the name of it.
Silmarillion, yeah.
Silmarillion, which would be brilliant
Yeah.
because I think that's all sort of like times of Gondolin and like the earlier ages where the elves were at their peak and sort of like some of the earlier stories, which you would, I'd quite like to see that.
Yeah.
Anything
I
with
haven't
the
seen them.
elves.
Yeah, I haven't seen Rings of Power though. I've seen clips of it, but I don't have
I-
it 'cause it's
I
on
enjoyed it.
I
Amazon.
don't mind it. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like
I-
it.
but I
I-
refuse to get Amazon. So
well, we
Oh,
watched the
okay.
first
Watch
season.
it.
I'm going to make it out like I've stuck with that. Not that I didn't want to watch the second season. I've just not got round to it. But I'm with Steph. The first one I watched, I thought, I'm not going to sit there and bitch over nothing. I thought it was fine. You know what I mean? I'm not.
the clips I've seen, I quite like.
Yeah, it was
So-
brilliant. I thought.
I just
thought
like
it was,
being in that world. Yeah.
I think that's what it is, isn't it, Steph? When you immerse yourself
Yeah.
in something, it's that's why I've going back to the Star Wars a minute. I never turn me back on it, even though there's a few things I don't like, because it's, to me, it's split down the middle. You can slag off things like the Acolyte, but that Maul show was fantastic that we've just had. Was great.
Yes.
Do you know what I mean? So, I think it's like your favorite singer in a bad album or a bad song. You don't turn your back on them. Do you know what I mean? You carry on.
But
So.
you're never going to keep everyone happy. I've seen some
No.
people
No.
slagging Maul off, saying, "Oh, you shouldn't have had a certain character in it at the end." I'll be mindful of spoilers just in case anyone hasn't seen it.
It was Luke
So I just
Skywalker.
kind of yeah, it was. Yeah, but it's just like, oh, who cares?
Yeah, I'm the same way. But yeah, that's a good point that Steph you make about being immersed. I think that's what it is. I think that's where my love for Pee-wee comes from. Do you know what I mean? I love that character so much. And when I watch those movies, I'm like, this is awesome. It's weird, and that's why I like it. So, Delvian, the BBC radio dramas of Lord of the Rings are brilliant. Have you heard them?
I've heard of them. I haven't heard them, but that will probably be one of my. Oh yeah.
Connor says he watches the extended editions every December. Do you do that? Because I've heard that a few times. There's movies you watch at Christmas, and do you have them sort of your go-to movies at a certain time of year?
Yeah.
I think, I mean, yes, but like Harry Potter to me are Christmas films for some reason.
I
just
do that
films I
over
like to
Christmas.
watch.
Yeah, I watched a few Harry
I do
Potters.
that. Yeah.
Yeah. But I think Lord of the Rings, I think we're actually due a rewatch. We were just saying the other day we're going to rewatch them all. So yeah.
Yeah, I love them.
Definitely.
I can't wait for that. There's that TV show coming in there this year too, which I'm going to watch. I'm all for. I like Harry Potter. I don't mind it at all. I got my original teaser poster for Return of the King framed on my wall. Finally, says Mudon.
Awesome.
Let's have a look. Wait, does everyone not watch the extended versions of Lord of the Rings?
Sad times.
I know.
Talk about. I look at Palms, and then Palms goes, "There's extended editions." Lego is making the. What is it? Meanest? No chance.
Minas Tirith.
Thank you, pal. Is that tempting? Nice. The extended editions have roughly 2 extra hours of footage overall. Definitely, I think so, Des. I think you're right there. I think they are definitely worth.
They are, because it's actually there's all the little documentaries afterwards, which is sort of
Documentaries are the best.
which is they're absolutely brilliant. So it's like, okay, so I'll be quick on this one, but like the scene in the Two Towers where Aragorn thinks that Pippin and Merry have died and kicks a helmet and screams out in sort of like you kind of think it's sort of frustration. It's not. It's because he actually broke his foot whilst kicking the helmet.
I never, really?
Yeah.
And it was genuine pain. Sort of like, oh, I broke up my foot.
What did you hide, Andy? Now there's a segment idea. What's in Andy's box? What's in Andy's box?
I have a list. Sorry.
You broke Shabby.
I'm not going to tell where my mind went. I collect all those under, but alas, they got damaged during house moves. Oh, did they? I had to repaint on those argon. You're making these words up. You're just doing it to piss me off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Blimptham path. Oh yeah, I know all about it. Yeah. I love the extended versions of Lord of the Rings movies so much better than the standard. And after watching him, Jason, I can only say I think I'd stick if I'm watching him from now on. I'm sticking with the extended versions. Do you know what I mean? You get your money's worth, don't you? Really? Do you know what I mean by that? It's like it's not just filler, is it? Do you know what I mean?
Oh,
It
no.
actually
Well,
goes
there's
with
different
the story.
scenes as well. There's some scenes that are taken out from the standard versions and replaced in the extended versions so that they fit in some of the extended scenes. So
I'm all for it. So next time a Lord of the Rings movie comes out, I'll definitely watch that. Definitely. If it wasn't Star Wars, it would have been Lord of the Rings. Adore that trilogy, right, Martin? Okay.
Yeah.
The cartoon film was good. I just remember, and maybe I was just too young. Do you know what I mean? It was, what was it, late 70s it came out or something. Maybe I just thought it was weird. You know, I'm too busy watching Masters of the Universe. Do you know what I mean? I probably thought, because it was, but I think it's definitely the older you get, the more you understand Lord of the Rings. I think it's one of those.
Yeah.
I don't think he wrote it for, it's not a children's thing, is it? I don't think he wrote it for that. Well, you'll probably know better than I will, both of you.
it's about the horrors of war. I mean, Tolkien fought in World War One, and all the horrors. And there's a film about it, sort of like as well, sort of Tolkien, sort of like life. But there's lots of different messages in there about industrialization and the horrors of war, and just people from ordinary lives having to sort of like get involved in things.
So that's where he got it from. How long did it take him to? It must have taken him years to come up with all that
I
stuff.
mean, he's the sort of, I mean, there's the saying about Tolkien is that he invented the Elvish language and all the different languages. It's like, oh, I'm going to write a story about that. He wrote the languages first.
Yeah.
Wow.
Incredible.
Shabby, if you want out there, check out the old Soviet movie version of The Hobbit, batshit crazy. There is the Soviet movie of that, what Martin said. Wait, I sense a land far, far away. PGM's ears have just picked up. Yeah. And you know what, though? I've said this before and I'll say it again. If you actually listen to PGM, I find him fascinating. So when he, I know we all make the jokes about this and that with PGM, but when he actually talks about his experience and everything else, I could sit there for hours listening to PGM talk about it.
The only thing I don't have in my collection is a signed photo of PGM.
I've got one. I framed mine.
I've got one.
Oh, yeah, okay, great.
When I go to the Thistle Do, that's my ID to get in. Look who I'm friends with. I watch the documentaries as much as the movies. Watch Party Time. Next time you come over me, Martin, I don't think I've ever seen a Lord of the Rings documentary ever. I've seen the movies, but I've never seen a. Are they worth watching? See those
documentaries. Oh, absolutely. Yeah. The stories are fantastic from the cast. Yeah.
Wow, I'm an avid fan of The Hobbit and Lord of the Rings movies, games and books. DELVIAN, my Hobbit book, it was even has a signature by J.R. Tolkien. Wow.
Now, you see, as a friend, one of my friends, when they had their kids, I got a really lovely version of The Hobbit. And my friend who has the kid, her sister works in a beauty salon, and he's the wife of Ian Holm, used to go in there. And she got the book signed by Ian Holm and is now given to that kid. I want that book back so much.
So if you're watching, his bloody book back. What's the matter with you? Hang on, books. It's not Adam Berry, is it?
Yeah, I'll get him to steal it.
Best part about Lord of the Rings is the song Led Zeppelin. Right, let's give you a test for Ladies' Night's pop quiz. What's that song called, Steph? Led Zeppelin song about Lord of the Rings.
Hobbit of my heart.
Oh, I can't believe it. She got it. Brilliant. Well done, Steph.
Yes.
Yeah. It's called Ramble On. But we'll take that, Steph. We'll take that. Would love to have a Knickerbocker Lord of the Rings figures from 1979. I remember them, from the animated film, but they're incredibly rare and therefore expensive. Not as expensive as popcorn.
He's not going to let popcorn go, is he?
Oh, I'll get down here. Are you two all right for time, by the way? Because we're only up to number 3. Are you sure you're all right? All right, guys. Yeah. This is a nightmare. I could talk to you two all night. You know, I'll never shut the France up. Stephen Colbert is doing the Tom Bombadil chapter.
Bombadil.
Yeah, that's what he's doing. Yeah, I knew it was something after that because they had him on a late night thing over here and everyone was kicking, Stephen Colbert. I'm like, he's very talented.
Interestingly, the only time that character's only appeared is in that Rings of Power Amazon series. He hasn't appeared in any of the other media at all.
Right, okay. Lots of Toys Out of China are making 6-inch Lord of the Rings figures. Did you ever collect the 6-inch ones? Did you go all out for them? Because they were cool.
No, I liked the look of them, but
they were cheap as well. They're not pricey, are they?
I liked the Diamond Select ones that came out fairly recently, but held back on those a little bit. So I'm still trying to get there's some Hobbit figures. There was a load that sort of like were unreleased but were made, and I've heard sort of things that they were released in Australia. So I'm trying to get my hands on some of those.
Well, we know some Australians. Let's get hold of them for you. Let's get hold of them. Have you seen the PGM extended version of Lord of the Rings? They say the extra 20 seconds completely. Jesus,
Oh,
he doesn't say much that VTR, but when he does, do you know what I mean? I watched the animated school at that. I think my favourite scene was the extended edition with the conversation between Eowyn and Aragorn. Is that right? Aragorn, when she realises one is of the. You're making this up, Dunny Dane.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Dunedain.
Dune. Look at you two, no Shabby, they're not. They're making it up. I don't have Tolkien's autograph, but I do have Douglas Adams. Who's Douglas Adams, pal? Who's that?
Hitchhiker Guide to the Galaxy.
Oh, right, okay.
He's the writer
Rings
of
of-
that.
Yeah. Oh, there you
He's
are. Rings
mostly
of,
harmless.
right. Rings of Power is Tolkien fan fiction, little to no. So I think that's why I didn't mind it though. It's because I'm not a diehard Lord of the Rings fan, so I just watched it to watch it, and I thought, yeah, it's not bad. I enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I did collect 98% of the Lord of the Rings figures.
Right.
Did you, Jason? Wow. There is a Fellowship toy box set which has a figure of Peter Jackson as a Hobbit in it. There you go. That's awesome, man. This is Steph's number 3. This is awesome.
Yes. My Lego T-Rex skeleton. Again, it's because it's just so different to what other Lego sets are. It was a really fun build as well. There's loads of little Easter eggs which unfortunately you can't see. You kind of only know them as you build it. Like there's a little frog in the hip bit in there. Because they're from the frog DNA in the film. So yeah, you have little things like that all the way through it.
Yeah, this is from me. So it's not just the skeleton, it's actually from the Jurassic Park line, right, Steph?
Yeah, it
This
is. Yeah. So
What year did these
Yeah.
come out, Stephanie? I never remember seeing these.
was this last year? I think it was last year.
Look at them. Awesome. And it looks massive. I'll go back to this first picture.
Oh
It
yeah,
looks
it's
huge, man.
meter long.
Wow, is it?
Yeah. And the jaw goes up and down, the tail moves from side to side. Yeah, he's pretty cool. I do love him.
He's really cool.
I
And
love
he's
I
the
like all
Alan,
this sort of stuff.
because he's
the
so
Alan
big. He's
Grant
quite
minifigure. He's holding
Yes.
a raptor claw.
the raptor claw from the beginning of the film. But yeah, it's also just really impressive in the room because it is just so big. Yeah, I love it.
Yeah, it's impressive. Now, the thing you've got it in, did you get that yourself, Steph? And put it all in like that with all the
Yeah,
foliage and
that's
stuff?
that's from wickedbrick. .co.uk, I think. .com.
That is a stunning Lego set. Yeah, it's really cool. I've got to admit, and that's something I would never. Would you, Andy? That's something I'd never think of. I'll get the skeleton. But when you've got it all made, Steph, and got it displayed like that, it looks awesome. To be honest, pal.
Yeah, it's
Really
brilliant.
impressive.
I do love that set.
Does look stunning. But
There you go.
I think the
just haven't got
case
room.
really helps. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
the
the
only thing because it's
Do you
so huge. That's the only place I can put it is on the windowsill.
Do you know what? You've got a point there. I think you're right, Steph. The way you've got it displayed, it makes it go, whoa, look at that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So, yeah. Jonathan's got a question for you, Steph. How hard was it to get that T-Rex to balance?
Not hard at all, actually. They've done a really good job of that framing with the legs. So actually, it's pretty stable. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's got things on the bottom of it, hasn't it? They are like
Yeah.
that.
Yeah,
Oh, so it's not just the paws; it's sat on rocks or whatever. So
it's
that gives
sat
it
on
more.
rocks. Yeah,
Yeah, sat.
and
Not,
the-
yeah.
the legs are pretty sturdy from what I remember from building it. So yeah, it's kind of got like a frame inside. So it's pretty good.
And it's got the tail. That's why it had the tail for balance.
I think it's awesome. Delvian, as Delvian is a fan of Lord of the Rings, here's a question for him. What is the foul evil beast that comes from the depths of the mines of Moria that Gandalf confronts? No answers from the chat, please. Thanks.
Oh, my favourite.
I even know
There's-
that.
It's a Balrog of Morgoth.
Yeah.
It's sort of,
Yeah.
He ain't got to get him without winning. He knows that. Yeah, this is really cool. How many pieces does it have? It looks like it's got thousands of them.
Yeah, can't remember, but yeah, it's up in the high thousands. It's one of their
Was this-
bigger sets.
Was it another pricey one, this one, Steph?
That was another £200, I think.
That's not bad though. When you
just
considering that, the
yeah.
Jaws one was what, under 200, so that's not bad for
Yeah.
this. Let's have a look. Are you talking about PGM win? Technic frames inside to keep the weight distributed. Is that right?
Yes, I don't know. Yes.
Yes.
So G.
You
Yeah.
watch. She'll have sent me these pictures. She hasn't even got it. It'll be the neighbours. I don't know. Have you got something you can show on Shabby's? It's cool. But no, not for you, Delvian. You're not getting one of these.
No, not it. I mean, it's great. Don't get me wrong. I love it, and it is impressive to look at. But I don't have the patience to be able to put it together. It would just be extinct in my house. I would bury it in the garden.
Make it. Forget that. Let me ask you a question. If there was one Lego set you'd love them to make, what would it be, Steph?
Oh gosh. Oh, you've got me. Oh, I don't know. Because of course I'd say Lord of the Rings, but they've already done that. Pass. I can't think right now.
What about you, Andy? What would it be?
A massive Roger Rabbit.
That'd be cool.
That would be cool.
I don't know. Actually, I maybe a Mines of Moria Lego.
Oh, that would be good. That'd be super
you go.
detailed, and you'd have loads
Yeah.
of characters. Ooh, that would be a good one.
What would I want? Lego. I like a proper Indiana Jones big set. I know other than the mini ones, but I'd like a
Yeah, they've
big
got the
temple or something like that. Do you know what I
proper
mean? Like the one the end of Last Crusade. Remember the big what? I know it's a real thing because Scooby's had his picture taken outside it. I'd like something like that, mate. That'd be a great set to do. Something like, I want the Eagle 5 and minifigs from Spaceballs. Dinosaurs aren't real, so I said there would be gold. Jessica Rabbit. Yeah, that would be a cool one, Kieran. Camp Crystal Lake Lego set, says Geek Strong. That sounds like a good one. And hang on, what are you trying to do here? Is that Spanish? What's that?
I think that's a neck bone.
It's just right neck bone. Lego should make the bridge of Casa Doom. I only put these words in to upset Shabby. I got them, pops. I got it. Have they made the White Tower from Lord of the Rings in Lego yet? How many sets is the Riverdale one? Because you've got them, haven't you, Steph? There's the big tall black tower. What's that called?
Rivendell, Barad-dûr.
Barad-dûr.
Yeah.
They've done the Hobbit.
Minas Tirith.
They've done the Shire.
The
haven't they?
Shire.
Yeah.
Have they?
Yeah.
They haven't done Lothlorien, have they?
No.
Right. Oh, well, it's kind
Would
Mind you,
that
that
be
would just be
different?
trees.
It would, yeah.
Mm.
Good damn it. I'm not buying a tree.
Got trees outside.
Anyway, here's number 2. Connor, why are you making those pictures? Could you do one more for me? Brilliant. All right, Delves, what's your number 2?
Right, okay. Number 2 is Transformers.
Awesome.
So has to be Transformers. I have so much stuff from Transformers. So
Yeah, we're talking.
oh my god, there's the albums, there's the sticker albums, there's the comics. I actually have a lot of the original comics. They're all in another Impact away. I think I've still got, I go back to issue number 2. I didn't get issue number 1. I actually have some of the original Transformers. This one, Shabby, even you could transform that one.
I've got that one. And I still have a chance.
It's like the easiest one to transform, sort of like possibly. But then for me, it's sort of
Probably been
one of the
coxy.
reasons why I've got it's not only that I've got a lot of the original sort of like Transformers. I've got a lot of the masterpiece Transformers. Got a lot of the Red series. I love my Magic Square sort of Transformers. I mean, I love that they're almost like the same size, which I actually sort of like just love and adore. But there's also like there's DVDs. There's just so much stuff. It's sort of like that I've got with that one, and I think one of the reasons why this is so high up the list is because I've got so many lines from it as well, and I'm not finished with it yet as well.
No.
I will still go on and sort of like get some more stuff with it.
I love it. I stuck with the Studio 86 ones. That's the ones I've been collecting, and then obviously the vintage ones as well. So I've got a couple. But the mini bots, I went mad on the mini bots. So I love the little ones. I just think they're fantastic.
But it was the comics I loved. I loved the comics. It's sort of like I got the comics sort of like every week. Absolutely, and I know that they've done that compendium recently. I wish I'd sort of like got that. I probably still can.
Some of the American lads I talk about, they saw after the British ones because they were different comics. They were different. The stories were different. I never knew that. So yeah, they always say, "Oh, if you can never get hold of any Transformer." It was still Marvel, wasn't it, that did it, or was it Marvel that did them back then?
It was Marvel because
I know IDW did them later on. I know they did them.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, I love the. Hang on, I'm just going to reach down and see if I can get this. Oh, is a lot of the Dreamwave collection comics, which I absolutely adore. I love the art style on the Dreamwave comics because it's very, very similar to the cartoon style. So, and I even like sort of like some of the newer stuff that they've done. Oops. A load of crap inside of it. I still buy Transformer comics, but I mainly now I just get the graphic novels sort of like for them. And I've actually, a lot of people are not liking this new sort of like series that I'm doing, but I've actually been quite enjoying it. They've been killing off a lot of main characters, which people aren't enjoying.
Well, that's most important. I always do that as well. When people, it's something I collect and go, "Oh, I'm not sure about that." Well, it's for me. Do you know what I mean? I love doing it. We were into Transformers, Steph. Did you Transformers fan?
Oh, yes. I remember watching the cartoons. My brother had them all. So, yeah, Transformers was very much part of my childhood as well. Yeah.
It was ours as well. Having three brothers too. It's like, I've told this story before, so I won't go on about it, but we never get just one figure. I get one, or Cy would, or Jay, one, or Rick. So we always had, when my mum bought toys, we always had a collection of them already, if you will. Do you know what I mean? And Transformers was my Grapple. I loved Grapple, the orange, the truck, and I love Skywarp. Skywarp was always, and then Andy, All the Chronicles, got me an original vintage Skywarp a few Christmases back, which was dead nice of him. So that was really cool.
See, the Transformer I love the look of the most was Huffer, but the character is such an arsehole. He's so moany. He's just sort of like,
he's brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, brilliant. What an arsehole. Anyway. Ian says, "I am disappointed no one got the right that. It's from Bringing Up Baby 1938 with Cary Grant and Catherine Hepburn." All the lads are like, "What?" The compendium was too expensive for me. Otherwise, I would have got it to it too, Andy.
It's pricey.
Oh, g'day, Jay. Everyone's in Australia's up. Oh, Jason's here. Everyone's in Australia. Can I just say tonight we've had up to 57 people here tonight.
Wow.
And that, that's awesome. Thank you all so much, because it's people like yourselves that come and watch me, Steph and Delvian, is why we do it. So I really, really appreciate everyone coming in tonight. That's really nice of you all. Sorry, guys, got to shoot off.
Thanks, Win. Wow, you're just keeping them coming tonight, aren't you, Win?
I just said, "Oh," Win's like, "Yeah, see ya. Good night, my friend. Thanks for coming in and watching. Brilliant." My mate still has all the original Transformers. He's been collecting them for years, says George. Yeah, Transformers are brilliant, man. I mean, I have And I can't remember the last time I transformed one. I'll tell you that. But I do like them.
To be honest, Shabby, one of the reasons why I like these Magic Square figures, they come in robot mode already, so I don't have to transform them.
Oh, that's brilliant. Right, Steph, what's your number 2?
Ooh, the Table of Mystery.
Yeah, super cool.
The Xenomorph Monster High Skeletor.
That
But
is
it's
Very
awesome.
nice.
They are
Awesome
making some
box.
beautiful stuff, aren't they, Steph? They really are.
Yeah, absolutely. The boxes are awesome, but I should be able to take her out of this. So they try not to.
Was
hit
that the
me.
box making that noise or you?
You need that greasing, Steph. You need that greasing.
So she comes like that, but I can take the plastic out of this one, so we don't have glare central.
But these you keeping in the
Yes.
boxes, right, Steph?
I don't know.
I
saw
do with all
someone-
the dolls I've got to keep in boxes.
Do you know
Yeah.
what, Steph? Do you know how much of an opener I am?
Yeah.
But I personally think with these, I would say they look better in the boxes.
Oh, do you think?
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with Andy. I really do. Yeah.
But I don't know
It's-
if you can see her.
You've got the
face.
background and everything. I love the package. The packaging is almost part of the product
Yeah.
here because of the background and everything. It fits really, really well.
Completely agree.
Yeah, and they
is
pose them
awesome.
quite well as well. But yeah, I just love how they've done her and all the details in her and her armor and even down to her heels are like the baby xenomorphs, the baby aliens. Yeah, I just absolutely love everything about this figure.
She's got the like the dress effect. It's iridescent.
Yeah.
It's
I
lovely.
Beautiful.
just
Absolutely.
love
Yeah,
how they've done
stunning.
it.
Are you going to? Because I know you've got a selection of the dolls now, Steph. Have they got their own pride and place on the shelf or whatever?
Yes, yeah. So they're actually in front of me. I've got
Right.
shelves of them stacked up the wall. But I am going to redo this room and rejig everything.
Why?
I
It
think
looks
I'm gonna-
awesome, Steph.
Well, I'm just running out of space. It's. I mean, you can see my Muppets down there.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's just it's all coming onto the floor now, and see the dinosaurs. behind me.
Welcome to our world. Da, da.
So I'm thinking of getting rid of. Well, not getting rid of, but this will go in another room. And
Yeah.
I'm thinking of putting shelves out on the wall all the way across there to create more space for the bigger sets. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see.
Awesome, man. I
Um,
love it.
But yeah, so she's
Super cool.
yeah,
Super
absolutely
cool.
awesome.
Brilliant.
I keep. I don't
Yeah.
think you can see it because of all my lights are off. But all my dolls are just above. I've got a big thing for all mine, but I keep them boxed. I like them like that. So I just love the look of them. I really
Yeah.
like that Monster Eye Skeletor one. That looks awesome. But
Oh yeah, she's here.
I don't know.
She's just next to me here.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
she is-
now that is super cool. Super cool.
Yeah. I love the artwork on the back.
Steph has better dolls than Shabby. Yeah, I said it. Yeah, yeah. Okay, Martin. Yes, keep it in the box.
Well, I saw someone had them out on the shelf with the box behind them, and I just I don't know. I really because some of them their hair is like pinned back against the box,
Yeah.
so I don't know if that it just doesn't look great. I don't think, but
Oh, I don't know.
but I don't know. I don't know.
It all started with me. It's like I said, I've always liked the gems and stuff like that. But my wife, when we were younger, she looks exactly like Kamora Lee Simmons, and they bought the Kamora Lee doll out. And that was I had to buy it from LA, and we lived in England at the time, and I got it and when I got this figure and it's all in the box, it comes with a fur coat and the little dog and all that. But it even looks like my missus, and I was like, wow, man, that's awesome. But I just loved the look of it. And so it's not as if I go out every week buying dolls or whatever, but I can appreciate the work that goes into them and how they look. And then when, like what Andy said, and I agree with him, when they're presented like that, the box is part of the doll, if you will. Is you know what I mean? So I just think it looks fantastic. 100% in the box. Retro G'day, Nate. Another Australians. They're all up. They're all out of bed. Love that Alien Xenomorph says win. Yeah. The one that looks like it belongs in the box, and there, that one looks like it belongs in the box.
Oh,
But
okay.
so I agree with it. Agree with what you're saying there. Yeah, everyone awesome. Wow, that's incredible, says Mr. B. Mudon, a friend of mine, says he still has his G1 Jetfire, but it's not boxed in mint condition. Is there a Transformer you're missing that you'd really like?
From the new sort of like line, the Magic Square, I would like there's a Jetfire Skyfire one, which that's going to be next on my list to get. But it's actually quite massive. From the original sort of like series, I'm missing a Sunstreaker from the originals, the vintage ones. So I've got to keep an eye. I'm still on the eye out for a decent version of that. And for the Masterpiece line of the original G1 Autobots, I'm missing Trailbreaker. So
and when you go to these cons, then is that the sort of things you're looking for at these toy fairs?
Sometimes I don't think I'm going to get a decent price at some of the cons. Actually, I think it's going to be more Facebook groups and some other places, and just hearing about it. But I'm not in a mad rush to finish it because I just did it for me. Over.
There's something that I've wanted for years. I showed it. I'll show it you, and it's so tacky and it's so. But I've wanted this for so many, and I've never found it complete or nice or whatever. And it's this. I'm so sad. I'm pathetic.
Oh, but it's your
it's a 1988, and it's by Nell Sonic, and these are rare as hen's teeth to get. Like this one's never been opened. It's still got the staple in the back of it, to keep it in.
Brilliant.
And I saw it about 4 days before it went up, and I thought, oh, I'm never going to get it. So I just put 30 quid in, and I won it for 32. So I thought, brilliant. I was made up. So little things like that in it that goes back to what we're saying at the start. You know what I mean? Little things that you don't collect, but you kind of want, stuff like that. So can't hear you scream, but you can hear those heels walking towards you.
He's on fire with the comments
I
tonight,
know.
Did you find that in the store? Was that ordered, Steph?
Ordered. As soon as it came out, ordered online.
It's Mattel in it that you have to go through for
Mattel
them.
Creations.
Yeah, I always get a thing because I always get my masters through Mattel Creations, so they always come up. And they just made that huge model Barbie. Have you seen it? They showed it at the, and it's bigger than an original Barbie, and they put it in a beautiful, and it's stunning. But I'm not getting it. It's about 175, and it's nice, but I don't collect that sort of thing. But have a look, and next time you go in, it's a model Barbie, and it's taller and bigger than a standard Barbie. It's really, really nice. Delvin, have I done your number 2?
Yes.
Yeah, right. Good. I'm right close. Right. Here we go. Wow. Even what I had that. Yeah, exactly. It's little things like that. That's why I appreciate. That's why, when people laugh about, Shabby collects German, whatever. I've never done it like that. I've never looked at toys being boys or girls. I think toys are for everybody. Do you know what I mean? And I appreciate I know it sounds a bit cliched, but it's the only way I can say it. I appreciate the art of toys. Like you just shown the things you've shown tonight. It's not just, look at that. It's, wow, look at the work that's gone into it. And I just love stuff like that. Can you imagine if they did a Jack in the Box face hugger? Wow. Jack in the Box. I think I tipped Steph off about that Xenomorph. Sorry, Martin.
Yes, Kieran did. Yeah, he did. He said, have you seen it? I was like, no, how have I missed that?
Are they moving into Mars? How's it going with that? Because I know you've made a couple of comments that you need bigger space and so forth. And obviously, we all know that Martin wears the pants in your relationship, of course he does. So.
Well, all will be revealed in the next A Long Time Ago video on Friday.
Oh, your extension, all that beef cam money, Steph. So cool.
All that beef cam, come in handy.
Beef
cam network.
Oh, have you ever seen Scott Whitehouse laugh like that in your life? He roared, didn't he? I remember it. Oh my dolls, Shabby 2026. Brilliant. Guess who will be putting up the new shelves? Let me think. Geek Strong says, let him breathe. He wants you to take it out. He's like, no, don't listen to these nerds. You take it out of the box. See, the teddies are by the flowers. Oh, there. Yeah.
Jason bought them for me.
Yeah, he's a lovely. Yeah. Jason's a lovely bloke. I'm a big fan of RJ's. Yeah. So Shabby has her own doll. And well, that's why I bought it. It was about 20 years ago. And we were big fans of that show. And like I said, our Jenny looked like it, so I got it. And they're worth a bit of money now. Then it was only one of 25,000 or something they made back then. And I'll put a picture up on on my Instagram toy page, because I have a different one for toys. I'll put it up on there. But anyway, I'm just gabbing on. I could, like I said, sorry guys, I could talk to you two for. I just love talking to you all. Right, let's get to your number ones. Right, the lovely Steph. What is your number one of any top 5?
Oh,
Oh, intriguing. What's this?
Intriguing.
What?
Move this out the way. I know. Right. Let me see if I can. Oh, I don't want to break it. Hang on. Oh, okay. There we go.
Oh, what the France? That's awesome.
You see that? Glare Central again.
No, we can see it. We can see it perfect. They're not those Destiny dolls, are they?
No, this is a Disney limited edition doll. They bring out these limited edition ones. They just did a Padme for May 4th.
Right.
And this is sort of part of that line. We saw it in the parks in November, and we were just like, every time we went past it, I was just like, I can't leave that alone. I couldn't stop looking at it.
Did Martin buy the Padme one?
He did want it. But I asked Matt and Wendy if they could get it for me in the parks for May 4th, and thankfully I owe them so much because Matt managed to pick one up for us because it sold out here in seconds. So
that is beautiful.
I do
That's
have
really,
the
really
Padme.
nice. So what year was this? A recent pickup, Steph?
Yeah, this was November.
Wow.
November we've just had.
It
Yeah,
looks heavy.
so,
Is the R2? Is that made of metal or is?
I have no idea.
So you're not going to take. You see, now that's not a
pretty
question.
heavy.
You're keeping that in the box, aren't you? That's
Yeah.
I'm keeping this
Yeah.
in the box
Yeah.
because
what? That's awesome.
it's number one of 4,890. So
Yeah, keep it in the box. Yeah.
keep it in the box. Yeah, Empire Strikes
No. Piss everybody off. Open it now. Can you imagine all these guys? Ah!
You imagine Martin, you could hear the screams.
Yelping.
See him running in.
That is beautiful. That is really, really nice. So they made that one. They made a Padme one.
Yes, in her the orange dress, like a sunset kind of dress. I can't remember
Oh yeah.
when they're by the lake.
Yeah.
And I think that I know of, that's it for these dolls.
Best wife ever. That's beautiful. That's really, really nice. Yeah, I'm a massive.
Yeah.
I've never seen. Have you seen that before, Andy? I've never seen that before.
Never seen. I've seen the Forces of Destiny ones, but not those ones. But I imagine sort of like, did you try and order it on the Disney store over here, and it just sold out straight away?
Padme one, yeah. That one
Yeah.
I'd never seen before until we'd gone to the parks. And
See, I thought they shut all those Disney stores down because I watched Matt's Collections video and then obviously Matt, just got that Boosh helmet, and then I saw Matt's video and they had the skiff, and I was like, Disney stores? Do you know what I mean? I thought, oh, it must be part
online. Disney
Right.
store online.
There is one in London.
There is,
So,
yeah. I think the new CEO, Josh Damaro, has said that he's going to start having proper storefronts again.
Right, okay.
But yeah, they got rid of all their stores and it was just online only. And then they've opened, one up in London again. And then I think he said, we're going to start opening them up again. So
Awesome, man. That's a great number one. That's great. Steph
amazing.
showed me her Monster High stuff before Joe Fest 25. When I saw them there, I was really tempted by the pop culture ones. Very exclusive, but hard to get. Yeah, I agree with that, pal. Steph, my sister still has loads of annuals from her childhood. Is there anything you're looking for?
Oh, I'll have a think. Thank you.
Yeah, message in the chat, Steph.
Yeah, what's stopping you now, Steph? Do you know what I mean?
Oh, sorry. I just don't let things go like a rock piler.
I've received my beef camp shirt for Joe. Beef camp.
I've got to try and find one, aren't I, at Joe Fair, see if there's a beer can.
I meant beer. We were like,
Oh,
Shabby, I did the same with my ex-partner. She used to cosplay Princess Leia, so I got the figure for her. Awesome, man. That's great. What the France? He loves it. Yeah, it is amazing. That's awesome, Steph. She's beautiful. She's pretty cool, Martin. Oh, wow, that is awesome. Yeah, it is, Keith. Hi, Keith, by the way. Damn, that's cool. An R2 doll, fantastic. And you get a Leia thrown in. Here we go. So Kieran says, in my opinion, that's one of the best Princess Leia figures, especially the face sculpt. Yeah, because when I saw it, I thought that can't be those Destiny. Because remember, they did a Princess Leia one a couple of years back. It was like in a hexagonal box, and but I knew that wasn't that. These things are huge and tough to carry around the park all day.
What's going on?
There they are. Yeah, yeah. That's it. That's the one I meant. That's the one. They were great figures. Then they were great.
They're brilliant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Let's have a look what else. Not metal Delvian, but not metal Delvian, but still very heavy loose. Right. Okay. I read what you wrote, GeForce, but I'm not putting. I'm not putting that up. How much did Leia and R2 cost? Let me guess, 200 quid. I believe Steph said it was 200 quid about 5 times.
I think it was maybe 100 and something.
Yeah. 100 quid. Is that all it was?
No, I think it's more like $150 or something like that. Hang on, no.
I was going to say at Disney, so that's the price of a drink. What are you talking?
It's $150.
That's not bad actually, especially in that box. And there's only sorry, Steph, you said there's only a certain amount of them as well. That was it. Yeah,
4,800 and something. Yeah.
Wow. It's a 40th anniversary release. By the way, everybody, if you're new to Shabby Geeks and you think, oh, that Delvian's a lovely bloke. Oh, that Steph's nice when she's not on the phone talking to the chat. The links to both these videos are in the description. So if you'd like to sub to either of these two beauties, the links are right there. Right. Number 1.
Well, I think there's probably no surprises what this one might be. But because of what we were just talking about, what I'm going to show to symbolize it, and I've got something, is the Star Wars beer can. Because there's literally everything that you could possibly get. I mean, this is one of the reasons why Star Wars is number 1 on my list, is because there's I'm sitting on a Star Wars cushion. I've got Star Wars records.
Awesome.
There's obviously the videos, the films, which we can't forget about there. There's graphic novels. There's the annuals.
Yeah, that annual.
The sticker album.
Yeah.
That goes with it. And then of course we go into the figures. This is just something I picked up out of the bin. It's a Black Series figure.
Very good.
Obviously the vintage collection, sort of like, it's my favorite figure ever. And then even down to sort of like a pencil top holder. It's like sort of Gamorrean Guard Russian dolls. I love
why Star Wars always been your number? Why has nothing ever taken over it? Because if you think of all the pop culture we've had since we were kids, Andy, why is it Star Wars? It's still number 1 to you.
I think in part because Star Wars got in there first. I mean, I know there was things like sort of there was like Buck Rogers, but it was Buster Crab, Flash Gordon rather, Buster Crab, Flash Gordon. So we were crying out for something like that, and it was so exciting. And a lot of people sort of they remember the 70s, or they think about the 70s as being sort of disco and flares, and it wasn't. It was pretty. Not grim time, but it was there was strikes and energy shortages and rubbish piling up in the street. It was you needed a bit of distraction, and actually Star Wars gave it to you, and it was exciting, and it's still exciting.
It is.
I still love Star Wars. Yeah, I get annoyed by Star Wars sometimes when they sort of produce.
But that's just the passion,
sequels.
right?
Exactly.
That's the way I look at it. You know, no one's
and
kicking off for no reason. We love this shit. Do you know what I mean? So yeah,
I have to be philosophical about it and sort of like as well, and just kind of think I'm not the same individual I was when I was a small child watching Star Wars for the first time, and a grown middle-aged adult now
yeah, yeah.
who's into different things. But I mean, I loved Andor. I loved Andor. I love Rogue One. There's still producing stuff that I'm really, really love Star Wars. And it's not just because it's Star Wars, although it's a bit because it's Star Wars. I love it. But I love doing the collecting, but actually it's all because of the films. I just love the original trilogy films in particular. It will always be Star Wars.
That's one of my favorite things is when I see you and I see people like Martin and people like Des and Andy and all that. The passion that comes from, they love this stuff. Do you know what I mean? And that's what sells it to me. When you sat back and watching your friends going about something they adore, I think it's awesome. You know,
but it's like, to me, it's like you're saying about the dioramas and stuff like that. For me to actually sort of collect figures and then to make the environments to put those figures in afterwards, it's sort of like it's like a little hobby off a hobby that's sort of like that's branched out.
Yeah,
it also makes it very easy at Christmas time to buy me presents. It's just something with Star Wars.
Get him Star Wars socks. He'll like it.
But it's like autographs and pictures and sort of like stuff like that as well. I've actually got a fairly decent sort of like autograph collection now. So I think everything I've got in Star Wars probably outnumbers everything else I've had in my list, probably by about 5 to 1.
I love it. I just love the passion from it. I mean, the thing about it as well, we're mostly all collectors, you know, and I think for the majority of it all started with Star Wars, let's be honest. You know what I mean? Up to about 20 years ago, all I was collecting was Star Wars. That was it. Nothing else. And then obviously I branched out and did stuff like so. But I think for the majority of it, it does hold a place in our art, doesn't it? Them 3 movies. There's something about it.
I also kind of think Star Wars made it cool for adults.
Yeah.
To actually be okay about collecting and actually
be
quite honest.
We wouldn't be doing this now, would we? We wouldn't all get to know each other and streaming and collecting and doing all this stuff if it wasn't for films like Star Wars. I completely agree with that. I've never put it that way before. That was a good way of putting it, Delvian. It really was. Oh, I've got some breaking news. It wasn't $200. It was $199. So do you like it though, Steph? What's the most passionate thing for you, Steph? Like you've heard Delvian and the passionate. What is it for you? What can't you live with? Do you know what I mean? Franchise wise.
I know I don't have much of it, but for me, I always seem to come back to. Oh, but would it be Disney? I was going to say Muppets.
Yeah,
because they've just always been there.
Yeah,
and
good point. Yeah.
they are just, again, you'll go into a shop and there'll be some sort of Muppet thing there. You know, whether it's a badge or a little toy of some sort or stationery or something. It is just everywhere, but it's also something that's just so fun and gives you that sort of happy, fun feeling. So any sort of Muppet sort of thing. And I just can't imagine not having Muppets around somewhere.
I never thought that. You're awesome guests. You've got me going, what? That's awesome.
I know it sounds really random. And I really, the only reason I haven't collected Muppets is, again, because there's just so much of it. But after talking to Georgie about it several times, it's like, why haven't I collected them? Why haven't I got their
Well, that's why you need people like a Georgie around, because her passion is that. And then because it happens all the time. I've said this a few times before, but I don't really get nostalgia anymore through Star Wars because I've done it forever. Do you know what I mean? I'm still like what Andy's saying. He's still buying Transformers comics now. So that's but there's always like, I saw the Mist Racers, the Dukes of Hazzard thing, or that's what gives me something that wasn't massive in collecting, but it's always been there. Do you know? So I understand what you mean about the.
There we go. So catchphrase for tonight: life is better with Star Wars and the Muppets, isn't it? If they do a crossover, the next Muppet movie is a Star Wars movie.
Imagine. Oh, not Pigs in Space.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant.
They have the
Well,
Muppet
yeah.
Star Wars figures, don't they? So
Yeah, they
why
do.
not?
George
They've
has got a
already
couple of
the-
them. Every
Yeah.
time they
They've
come
already
back
got
from
the
it, yeah.
maquettes for him.
Yeah. Or, well, they own it now as well, don't they, Disney? They own
Yep.
Henson, don't they, as well? So fantastic. Well, there you have it. There is Delvian and Steph's top 5. Oh, and you two, I've loved it, honestly. I bet you
It's been
think,
a
Shabby,
top
shut
night.
the France up, Shabby. I want to go home. Do you know what I mean? But, you know, I've loved it. I've absolutely loved it. Oh, sub to both. Always happy to find another channel to watch. That means you have to get
Thank
off
you.
your arses now and make videos, Steph. That means
Yes.
you have to, you know what I mean?
I haven't done one for a while.
And I chuffed. You know, when you sort of like you go to a milestone, I got over 100 subscribers. I was so chuffed.
I'm all for that. You know, I'm on your little channel, and that's what blows me away. You know, when you get 50, 60 people in live stream watching you, and only. But I think I just enjoy it for what it is. Do you know what I mean? So, and that is a mile. I remember when me and Jen hit it, and we made a video of it, and I was made up, man. So I understand what you mean. Hundreds of scams.
It's nice.
And all that. Yeah. So congratulations. That's brilliant. An empty beer, can I presume? Well,
It's not actually. It's not. I know. Des would be proud of me though.
Yeah, look, Des can relate to Andy's number one. Andy, let's just have a quick look at that can again. Yeah, that's pale ale. That's awesome.
That was a gift that someone
Yeah.
from work gave me.
Oh, cool.
I know.
Yeah, I've bought Martin a few of those.
Okay. Des goes, I've got one next to the ketchup, right, Des? Oh, brilliant. Unless it's Star Wars branded ketchup. Can you imagine Des's head would fall off? Do you know what I mean? He drives his wife mental. It's always been. I think you're right. I think it has been for all of us, really. You know, I just love watching you lads talk about it. It's like you say, you see you Martin, and you got all this stuff, and it's like it's a same as yourself tonight, Andy. It's the love that comes out of you for it. I love, you know, you sit there listening.
Nothing you can explain. Some of it you can't explain. It's just a feeling. It is. Yeah, a lot of it is nostalgia, but at the same time, I've got happy memories of Star Wars from when I was 4 years old, and I've got happy memories of Star Wars from last week. So
absolutely brilliant. Love it. Star Wars is a great reminder to go into the cinema with my mum to see. That's what I mean, Jason. It's little things like that, isn't it? Yeah. Look, Star Wars came out at the right time in the 70s. Is it just me, or is anyone else getting goosebumps as Delvian talks Star Wars? Exactly. I love it. I think that's why we all hang around with each other. We all listen and watch these shows, because you just, you know, your pals. You like these people anyway, but when they talk like that, you're like, yeah, this is why these people are here. This has been a great conversation. I can't believe we've still got 40 people here as well. We've done 2.5 hours, but I'm gonna let you go because I know I've you know what I mean?
I'm about to pee myself.
All right. Well, that's absolutely brilliant. I love Star Wars. But anyway, thank you both so much. Let me just get down here a little bit. So if I've missed anybody out, I do apologize. We're into 2.5 hours. I say this all the time. You can improve any food by adding cheese, and you can improve any film by adding a Muppet. Just imagine how much better Jaws would have been if a Muppet played the part of
Or the shark.
I like the way you were talking about that, Rob. I was like, oh, this is going to be, all right, fair enough. Do you know what I mean? This has been the best episode of any top 5 so far, with Steph, Delvian, and Shabby, and everyone in the chat. Loved all the highlighted items, but especially the stories that went with them. See, it's what happens when you get eye candy on like these two buggers. Do you know what I mean? Shabby has the Lego Muppets. They do. Our side sent me them, and he said, "There's only 12 to get, Shabs. There's only 12 to get," and he sent me 4. Him and Claire sent them. So, all right. So I said, "Are they still in shops?" No, mate. They're about a year old now, but you can get them online. Oh my God, $25 bloody. I was like, I got them all. I'm glad I did actually. I bought a box from a presented box. And, I've got all my Lego Muppets in there. So that's a nice memory. Awesome stream tonight. I haven't stopped laughing all night, and both great people to roll on Friday so I can talk to others about Mando. Oh yeah, that's right. We love you too. Thank you all. Look at that, Sammy so far behind the chat. Steph's miniature.
I'm not ordering it.
And then Rachel Tinker, after all that, goes, I wouldn't want to clean the bathroom after a bunch of folk drinking Stormtrooper. That's all Nate's thinking about. Everyone's going, oh, Delvin, that's such a lovely story. And he's like, oh, don't open that. Do you know?
I think he's referencing the aim.
The aim and missing.
Referencing the aim. Oh, well, I thank you all so much. Thank you to Steph. Thank you to our Delvian. I've loved it. Absolutely loved it. And before we go, anything you want to say before we go?
Just a long time ago video on Friday because it's going to be a good one.
A long time ago. There's a long time ago video coming on Friday.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, awesome. We've got ZSR pop quiz night.
Oh, I haven't got any videos coming up, but I just want to wish the Walkers good luck for next weekend.
Oh yeah, that's this weekend, isn't it? Coming up, yeah. Oh yeah, good luck. I think it's a lovely thing what they're doing. So yeah, that'd be awesome. And then we've got ZSR cheese. We've got all the classy things you lot are doing, and I go, oh, we've got cheesy pop quiz coming. Don't really see it, does it? Anyway, we better go. All right, say goodnight, everyone. See you.
Good night, everyone.
See ya.